Happy Easter. Happy Easter. And Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
Sonia.
In your Easter bonnet, with all the frills upon it, Danette will be the brightest lady in the Easter parade. She'll be all in clover and all the Easter eggs upon it. How you doing, everybody? Sonia. How you doing, Alicia's? How you doing, Ambrose, Sonia, Hellflame? How you doing? How you doing, Lakeisha and Devante? Happy Easter. Happy Easter, Jenny. How you doing, Fonzie, Pat Dion, Michelle? Happy Easter to everybody here. Ronnie C. How's it going, Ronnie C? Everybody in the chat. Good to see you guys. Even though we we're at home, but we're still in our Sunday best.
We did not go to. Well, you can put it down.
We did not go to Winston O'Graham. How you doing, Lori?
Hi, Winston. Hi, Lori.
Wait,
let me show them what you're wearing.
This would have been my look.
This would have been his look.
This would have been my look.
Not black for a change. Oh, for God's sakes. What is going on here? All right. You can put your arms down, you weirdo.
Yes.
Hi, Lori.
And for Danette, this was Danette's look.
This is my look. I've got my long dress.
A long dress.
I did not wear my shoes. I'm not wearing it. But really all it is it's, look, it's all like Easter eggs.
It's a
But
Easter
look what Anthony
dress.
bought me for Easter. Look, isn't this gorgeous? So I was looking for this for months. I wanted a cross that had emerald cut, like baguettes. And they're so expensive, and they didn't have anything I liked. I looked everywhere. I went to like 4 Macy's. They don't have baguettes. And finally, Anthony found this one for me.
Yes.
So there we go.
Very nice.
Thank you, Anthony. All right, let's sit down.
That's right. There's Danette.
Anyway.
Look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at
thanks, Ann.
Look how fascinating.
It turns out I'm not that
is.
gorgeous because I went to the doctor today and I have the flu.
Danette has the flu, by the way.
And that's why we didn't go this morning. I was sick last night. I had a fever again. As long as I keep taking the Tylenol, I'll be all right.
That CNK says that's pretty, Danette.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Necklace is beautiful, says Michelle.
Thank you. And these
we got George in the chat. How you doing,
Hi,
Georgie? She's got the C5 earrings on. I'm going to pop you down. Mrs. Metalhead says beautiful. How you doing, Tanya?
I hope everybody's having a happy Easter if you celebrate. I hope you're having a happy Easter.
But my finger wasn't working.
That's all right. I hope everybody's having a good time. And I know that Letitia's cooking, and I know Tanya's cooking. What about the rest of you? Tell us what you're making.
What are you
I don't know how
making?
long this is going to stay on. This is what a fascinator is. Let me show you, Virginia. Look, you just buy it, and you can either pin it, or you can put this on it. There's like this little thing here. Look. Hi, Janine. Like, you just put that in there, and then you just put it on your head. I have one from Christmas.
Lorianne thinks the necklace is beautiful. As that boy in the chat. George Muriel says, Muriel, she's sorry you have the flu.
Sorry that the apartment is a mess, and Anthony just showed the back of the apartment. Very nice, Aunt. And why do you have it on wide if you're showing the necklace?
Because it wasn't focusing. So I pushed in real close on the necklace, and it focused really good. It wasn't focusing on it too well. That's the only reason.
Oh, it's all right, Muriel. Hi, Zap Boy. How you doing? Hi, Janine. You were sick last week, I remember. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for Maria G for sending an Easter card. It's gorgeous.
Yes,
we appreciate it.
Yes, very much. Arena, how you doing?
Hi, Arena. How are you?
I'm making a salad. Says Arena.
Yes, I'm making a salad, right, to go with the pizza rustic.
Jerry, Mrs. Planet Master with a $2 super chat.
Hi, Mrs. Planet Master.
Thank you so much.
Oh, appreciate it. And thank you for being here in our lives all the time. Thank you. Hi, Nelson. Hi, Joe Muski. You had your pizza rustica yesterday. We bought it on Good Friday, and it's sitting right there. We're going to be trying it soon.
Skylar in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Lori, of course. My mom's fascinated. I have my mom's fascinator.
Who said that,
They were
Lori?
popular, says Lori.
Oh, nice.
See, Lori's mom had a fascinated.
I have my Christmas one that I absolutely adore. I could
Judy's
probably show
watching,
it to you.
says
Hi,
Skylar.
Judy. Happy
How
Easter,
you doing, Judy? And Strawberry Fields, how you
Hi,
doing,
Strawberry. Happy Easter
Good
to
to
you,
see you,
too.
and good to see Dina, and happy Easter. Everybody coming
If
in,
you
everyone's
celebrate,
saying
happy
happy Easter.
Easter.
If you're
If you don't,
celebrating Easter,
I know you're
happy
gonna
Easter. If
hear
you're
us
not,
talk about
happy Sunday.
Happy
Happy
Sunday.
spring. Happy, regardless
Happy
of whether
to
it's
be
raining
alive.
out. Happy to be freaking alive.
Hi, Tony Scarlett. You both look amazing. Oh, thank you so
Tony
much.
Scarlett,
Hi,
thank
Dean.
you. Really appreciate that.
All right,
got
so
a
what I do
cucumber
is
here.
when I make an Italian salad, I don't really like to dry it too much. I don't want it too dry because I like a little of the water, the moisture in it. I do dry it, but I don't dry it too much. Don't worry, I'll do more of that. I know you don't like that. You have to have it a little bit dry because otherwise the oil won't stick to it. So, so what's everybody
Jolie,
making? What's
how you
new?
doing?
The royal family called. They want to know the designer.
The designer.
Amazon. Actually, this is Amazon. Seriously, all joking aside, but I'll show you the one I always get. I always wear at Christmas time.
Yes.
That was an actual designer that made it.
Hi everyone, sorry I'm cooking, says Tanya. Tanya, no worries. We know you're cooking.
Let me show you.
Owen Meyer, the big O in the chat. How you doing, Owen? Welcome aboard, Owen.
This is my Christmas fascinator that I absolutely love.
We watched that on Thursday, Lorianne. Oh yeah, the Christmas fascinator,
This is
right?
my
That's
first
gorgeous.
ever fascinator, and I love it. This is the one from
That was the one from Christmas a couple of years ago, I
Look,
think.
and it was a designer who made it. There was so many I could choose from. There was like hundreds of them.
we
And
spent, just to give you a
I
clue,
bought that one.
we looked at those Christmas ones. We looked at them for about a half hour.
I didn't know
40
which one
minutes.
to pick. And actually, I'm going to go back this year.
I told
3 years in
Danette.
a row, I wanted to go back, but Anthony was sick. I was sick. We couldn't go back.
Yes, this year we're going to go back to the
we go.
event where they were
that
selling
girl makes
those,
it. Yeah.
and we're going to take you guys this time around.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully,
All right, so
you know,
What are we
barring
doing?
unforeseen things. I want to give a quick shout out. I didn't tell you about it. That
Okay.
I got an email from Helena. You know, a friend from
Helena,
Finland.
yeah.
That Helena had a spill. She
Oh,
was
no.
she was changing her
Alright.
curtains to the Easter curtains and fell and broke her wrist.
Oh, Helena,
So I know
I'm
she's
so
watching
sorry.
but not typing.
Helena, I'm
and I
so
want to wish her a
sorry.
happy Easter
Hi.
and a quick
Hi, Raven.
recovery.
Great to see you.
You
Yeah.
guys send out some good, quick
feel-
healing
no,
thoughts out for Helena in Finland.
Helena, I hope you feel better. I'm so sorry. That stinks. Well, anyway, I'm drying this up. What I did, let me show you what we're going to have. So what I did is I bought these. I think I showed it to you like a month ago. And
Yes,
I actually
a month ago,
forgot
I
about
think.
it. I bought these in Trader Joe's. They're called artichoke bottoms. And you can make anything that you make artichoke hearts with. Well, what did I do today? I decided to stuff them.
She stuffed them like mushrooms.
This is what I did. I put breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese that I grated, parsley, basil, salt, pepper, and oil. I mixed it, put it on top of these, put them in the oven.
Correcto mundo.
So I'm waiting for that to be done. We're gonna have pizza rustica and salad. That's it.
Fawn Marie sending Elena some hugs. Elena's hugs out to Finland. She's one of our originals, one of our old timer
I really
friends.
think it's too big. I don't know. I don't have a lot of hair.
The
So I
net's
don't
the
know.
net, the net
And I
is-
found this. I
the
wanted
net
to tell
looks
you.
great. She's
Do you
overdoing it.
remember when I told you I wanted fresh oregano? I went in specialty store and found this. I'm going to put this in the salad. All right.
Yeah,
so I'm
she
going to
got
cut
an oregano bush.
First, I'm going to cut a
Lizzie Hatch,
cucumber.
how you doing?
Hi, Lizzie. How are you? Wait a minute. It's not on both of us. Let me move over. You stay there.
Oh, you sure?
Let me move over.
I
There we
could
go.
just. Oh, thank you. Here we go together.
So how's everybody doing? How's your day been so far?
Lisa Lane's in the chat. How you doing, Choppy?
No.
Happy Easter, Choppy.
Hi, Choppy. Hi, Kathy and Mike. I hope you have a happy Easter.
Can you help me?
I'm gonna
Can
know.
you help me find my brain, Larry?
Larry.
How you doing? our old friend Josh, aka Larry, aka Help Me Find My Brain.
Listen, guys, I have the flu, and I get my shots every year. As a matter of fact, we got our shots in October, and I still got the flu, which is weird.
Yes, we did get the flu shots. I am fine. Danette is not.
Yeah, but you could still get it, so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, we were glad it
It
wasn't
is what it
COVID.
is.
We went earlier, and I made sure that I checked that I didn't have COVID.
Yeah, she did the full checkup.
Or what's the other thing?
Strep.
Strep.
They did the full on
something was
thing.
wrong.
Yeah, no COVID, no strep. However, the flu.
It's
Then the
a
doctor went
viral
like
infection.
this, like you got the flu.
I was like, no.
Danette goes, no,
I go, no, I
not
don't.
that.
That's not possible.
That's not possible.
I've never gotten the flu ever.
I
How's
had
that
I had the
possible?
shot, and both myself and the doctors simultaneously said you could still get it.
So annoying. All right. So anyway, when
It
you
just
cut-
means though, truthfully, it will keep you from getting a more severe version.
Yes, she did
That
say
is what the doctor
When
said,
I cut, I don't know if you guys do this, but when I cut a cucumber here, I go like this. Supposedly, I don't know
That's
if it's
right,
a wives'
Skylar.
tale, but supposedly it's supposed to get make it less gas.
Has anybody else heard that
Does
one?
anybody ever do that?
Does anyone else do that? Andre Green, the erstwhile Mean Green. How you doing?
How you doing, Andre?
I got the flu after having the flu shot, says Skylar.
Doesn't make sense.
Same
we had it
difference.
in October. We didn't have it.
Yeah, I had it a
recently.
while. We had it a while ago.
Anyway,
But Danette just got sick. She probably was.
Hi,
We were
Skylar.
at a few.
Hi, Andre.
We were at a few high
Hi,
crowd
Lori.
zones. Like we were in. Danette thinks it was BJ's. Danette thinks it was the
yeah,
BJ's.
too, because it was after that.
It was right after that she started
Not that I
feeling
was
under the
around
weather.
a lot of people, but.
No, but stuff
All right,
happens.
so I've been.
stuff
It's so
happens.
weird, you know. When you're sick, there are certain things that feel good to your throat. Anthony thinks I'm nuts, but carrots.
Yes, carrots.
Because
seem to be
I've
doing
been chomping on carrots for 3 days because I have an itch in the back of my throat, and the carrot's kind of hard, so it's just like scratching it when I eat
It's
it.
grudging.
So I'm just gonna put a little in the salad. I'm just
You know
gonna
what?
go
Can
like
you help
this.
me find my brain?
For color.
He says my next ID will include Larry in it.
Oh, will it? Larry.
I hope it does.
You know we have a Larry emoji.
We do. He put him in the chat.
He put him in the
He
chat.
put him in the chat.
Larry.
So did Choppy, because Choppy's loving
Yeah.
it. Choppy's loving
I've
it.
tried to like cucumber, but just don't like them. You know what? Anthony likes I think they're the English ones, the long ones that have no seeds. But I prefer the regular ones better.
Yes, Finzi in the chat. I made my
Hi,
pizza
Finzi.
rustica for the first time. It came out delicious. Did it come
Hi,
out
Jolie,
great,
how are
Finzi?
you?
Jolie, how you doing? CAK.
Wow.
I'm trying to like cucumbers, but I just don't like them,
Yeah,
says
if you
CAK.
don't like them, you don't like them.
If you don't like them, you don't like them. Now, some
So
people...
we started out with a little carrot.
I
Yeah.
prefer
And
the
I'm gonna
English
cut the
cucumbers,
cucumber.
but Danette hates them. So Danette always
I don't
uses
hate
good
'em, they
old-fashioned
taste weird.
regular cucumbers.
I don't know. They don't.
She doesn't like every once in a while Danette will go out and buy a bunch of them
Whoa,
mini cucumbers, like we're gonna snack
then I
on them,
throw most of
and
them
then we
out.
throw most of them away. Mike Landry with a $2 super chat from
Thank
Canada.
you, Mike.
Thank
How
you.
you
Happy
doing,
Easter, Mike.
Happy Easter. Mwah.
Happy
Thank you
Easter,
so
Mr. Mike.
much.
Much appreciation.
Mike, you're so generous all the time. We appreciate it. I
Mike,
hope
one
you're
of the
having a
good ones.
day.
Another one of the long times. Not long time, not first time.
Okay,
What
I'm
happened
just
with the
coming.
parade today, said Skylar. We
I
did not
got
go
sick,
because Danette is
and it was
is
supposed
under
to
the weather. It's the
rain,
whole flu thing.
and so I didn't
And
want to
being
go.
out in the rain just wasn't
So,
going to work out.
Instead of going to the parade, we decided to go to the doctor. That's what I did.
Thank you, Sonia, for that, for the action on whoever that is.
Oh. Hi, Phoebe. How are you?
Multiple many boos over there, that boo person.
Wait, is that Caroline?
Who we got
Holy
there?
crap, C5! It's an Easter miracle! Holy crap!
It's a Festivus
Caroline,
miracle.
now you can talk to
Wait
everybody.
a minute.
It's an Easter,
Wait a minute.
It's an Easter miracle. Guys, there's Caroline.
Caroline in the chat. It's C5
Oh, I was
in
like,
the
wait,
chat.
WTF?
Wait a minute. It's like, yes, not only he has risen, she has risen into the chat.
That's right.
Can Munchie come out and play? Caroline wants to know.
Sleeping on the couch.
Munchie's sleeping on the couch. Is she still on the couch?
Yeah, she's lazy.
She's sleeping on the couch. She's very horrible.
Anyway.
It's a fascinating miracle, right,
absolutely.
Strawberry?
I got a red onion. Red onions are good.
Jerome, go tell Tyrone dinner's almost ready.
What? I love
Lakeisha
that.
said.
Lakeisha, what did you make, girl?
And in the chat message.
Girl, what did you make? I thought he had to work. Is
What
he
did you
off
make?
from
It's
work
time,
now?
anything for you, says C5.
Oh my
You
God, Caroline,
it's the
it's
best.
so good to
Chucky's
see
watching
you.
you and wagging his tail, says Tanya.
Oh,
and
Tanya,
Cynthia
I
in the
love
chat,
Chucky.
Cynthia, sunflowers. What is Danette making? Danette is making a
salad
salad.
right now.
We're
So
doing
I
it
cut
real
that.
simple, and we're gonna like feature our pizza rustica, which we say
Pizza-
not
let me check
made
the
by
thing.
Danette.
No.
Store bought, but we're
Store-bought
gonna
bought
test
from
it out. Fortunato Brothers.
Bakery in Brooklyn, which is one of the
It was
best
after work
bakeries.
on Friday, Good
Yes.
Friday.
Good Friday.
After work, and
couldn't
Danette
touch
said,
it.
"What do we do? Should we just run
I
out to
was like,
Brooklyn
what do
right
you
now?"
Do? You want to go?
And we were like,
And there was nobody on the road. It took us
"Nobody's
20
on the road because
minutes.
it's Friday, and it was Good
was
Friday."
crazy.
So it took like 25 minutes to
Nobody
get
was
there,
there.
and 20 minutes to get home. 25 minutes to get there out to
doing
Williamsburg
the
to
onions.
Brooklyn. We were like this. We looked at each other and said, "And why don't we
couldn't
do
believe
this
this.
all the time?
Like, why don't we do this every Friday?
time we go, like, gee, I just wish we had a piece of cake or a cannoli. Just get in the car
or
and drive
rainbow
there.
cookies,
Or
'cause
rainbow
theirs is the
cookie.
best.
Get in the car and drive there. It's like 25 minutes.
No, because it was weird. It was weird at 7. What time
Jerome,
is it?
I don't
8?
know how to exit the screen, ma'am. I'm on my iPad. A full
Who's that,
screen,
Jerome?
says Lakeisha to Jerome. Your mom needs your help, Jerome. She's trapped in the iPad and can't get out of the full screen.
I know she was cooking. What did she make?
What did Lakeisha make? Maybe she said. Let's see what she said. What did she say? No, she didn't say yet. We're waiting. Danette's waiting. She wants to know what you made. We made a delicious ham, says Lakeisha.
Oh, nice.
The ham sounds good. I haven't had a ham at home
That's because we used
in
to
so long. We used to make it a lot, actually. We used to make it a lot. And my mother would make it too sometimes. My mother was a ham doer.
Yeah, she
Oh, those things look very puffy.
remember we got sick that one time? That was another problem.
Danette just took the artichoke bottoms out of the freezer. We're gonna test out the artichoke bottoms. Danette made stuffed artichoke bottoms in the oven, and let's see how it is. Apparently, you can use these things for anything. Is it? Oh no, Mom needs IT support, says Strawberry Fields. She does. Jerome, get in there and help out, and tell Tyrone dinner's ready. Get in there and help Mom out of the full screen mode.
What did she make? I want to know what she made.
She made a ham. That was it. There's got to be other things with the ham.
I want to hear about the sides.
Danette likes the sides,
Did you
Lakeisha.
make mac and cheese?
What, did you make mac and cheese? Did you make any? Danette loves that. Any mashed potatoes involved?
That's what Anthony likes.
I like mashed potatoes. I like a mashed potato. I like a good mashed potato. I never heard of a stuffed artichoke bottom. It sounds delicious. We never heard of artichoke bottoms. Danette bought them at Trader Joe's.
it's just an
And she wants to try them out. Apparently you could do anything with them. You could like put them in the oven. You could put them in the oven to make a stuffed bottom. You could also do things like you could put them in salads. You could serve them stuffed with a salad. You could put like a cold like thing. You could put like I saw a picture. You could put what is it? Tuna salad in it.
Throwing in these are delicious. If you like
Simply
olives,
green.
go to the
Green,
supermarket
ripe,
and buy
Simply
these.
olives.
They are so delicious. I'm not lying.
Love the
Or else this I
love
picked
mashed
up last
potatoes, says CAK. I do too. Katarina in the chat. I'm making deviled eggs for an appetizer right now, says Katarina. Katarina, Danette loves her deviled eggs. I need to use Devontae's phone to call them ASAP.
What?
Lakeisha needs to use Devontae's phone to call them ASAP. To call them to come over. Come over for dinner. They can't get out of the full screen. Let me see. I'm reading some things. I had brisket with mac and cheese today, says Cynthia Sunflowers. Well, that sounds pretty good.
Cynthia, that sounds delicious.
Anthony is also just a big ham, says George. Well, you're not wrong. He says, I am also a big ham. Hey, Walt Money, how you doing?
Hi, Walt
Going
Money.
to the barbecue place in Pennsylvania. Gonna get some get a
Nice,
brisket sandwich.
Walt.
Walt, how you
Nice.
doing? Good to see you. Nels.
Okay, now I'm doing celery.
Nels, how you doing,
What,
Nels?
is this
Happy
in your way?
Easter,
I'm
Nels.
sorry.
Oh, no, it's not in my way, buddy. Katerina, of course. Oh, yes. Katerina is making a full turkey dinner, as you may have noticed.
That's right, Katerina.
Full
yeah.
turkey dinner, turkey stuffing, sweet potato casserole with
thinking of that.
marshmallows, mac and cheese, green beans. Holy moly, cranberry sauce and challah bread. All
Oh
from
my
scratch.
God,
Even
that's-
baked the challah
Wait,
bread?
even the bread?
She even baked. I'm not crazy about olives, but I prefer black olives to green ones. Well, we got both.
These green ones are delicious. They're very
These are really
They
delicious.
taste fatty, if you know what I mean. They have a lot of
SDL
olive
stopping in
flavor.
quickly to say happy Easter. Thank
Happy
you,
Easter to
SDL.
you. Thank you,
A very
SDL.
happy Easter. Daryl Macias. Daryl Macias, happy Easter to all. Prime rib is going on later, says Daryl. I love a prime rib on
rib.
Easter too.
We make it on Christmas usually.
Let's see. C5 says Danette looks like a cute bunny on a leash.
Thank you. You want me to look like a bunny?
That's
Hold on.
Myrna says, what a beautiful
Myrna.
fascinator. Myrna,
Thank
how you
Myrna.
doing?
How about this one? Which one's better? You like the bunnies better, or
Bunny
you like the
is-
fascinator better?
What a fascinator. Let's see. Cynthia says, that's what I did. Me and my daughter went to Brooks Barbecue in the Catskills.
Nice.
Went out to the Catskills. Let's see. Who else we got in town? I loathe mac and cheese. Glorified
What?
baby food, says CAK.
Oh my
CAK, you're out of
God.
your mind.
We don't eat enough of it because it's very fattening.
CAK,
And I don't know how to
we
make
need
it.
to spread
honest.
some Easter cheer.
You're out of your mind. Anthony.
Nels, you're you're very welcome. I'll be back to restart my phone, says George. Okay, restart your phone. Joe Mooski, Manigot, shrimp parmigiana,
Anthony
and
wanted
stuffed
Manigot.
mushrooms for tonight. I
Anthony
mentioned
wanted
Manigot.
Manigot.
Originally, I was requesting Manigot,
Yeah,
guys.
he requested it at midnight when we ended the members
Raven,
only.
Raven,
I'm
how
like,
you
where am I
doing?
gonna get the sheets from?
Where are we going to get the sheets?
Hi,
Where are we
Darren.
going to get the sheets?
Hi, Daryl.
Lakeisha says, Jerome just helped me. I don't know how
Daryl.
he was able to get me
Look at
out of
this,
that full
Daryl.
screen. He's a tech genius.
Look, Carol, look at this beautiful, beautiful tomato. I washed it.
That lovely
Oh
tomato.
my God, it's so nice.
I love fatty green olives. Where did you get them?
Oh my
Danette?
God,
Right in the
supermarket,
supermarket.
Stop and
Shop. Pearls
Oh.
brand.
Who
Green
asked that?
Simply.
don't
Cynthia.
even wanna cut
Head to
this.
Stop and
This is
Shop.
so
I love
nice.
those
Thank you,
those
Pascal,
olives.
for being
And
a member
all
for
olives,
12
says
months.
Finzi. Finzi, we are with you on that. We're big olive
we're
heads.
big olive people.
We're big olive heads.
Oh,
Happy Easter from
wow.
Kaz Cat.
Look at that.
Happy Easter, Kaz. Happy Easter
Oh,
out to you
wow.
in Finland.
Yes, happy Easter.
Finland may be the heart of Christmas country, but right now it's Easter country. I make manigot with a crepe maker, says Finzi. Ooh, that sounds fascinating. Lewis Murphy with
That's
a happy Easter.
fascinating.
Thank you, Lewis Murphy.
Anthony,
we got
it's
132
fascinating.
people. It is fascinating.
It's
Got
fascinating.
132 people joining us for a wonderful Easter day. World-class tomato, says
It
Mrs.
is.
Planet Master. It certainly
You see
is.
this tomato? Look at
By
it.
the way, great hats. Thank you so much, SDL.
This
And
is
Tommy
going
G. We got
Hi,
Tommy G.
Tommy.
Prime rib sounds good. Katarina Falcone says, yes, I'm crazy. The kids said from scratch, so I'm blowing up the kitchen with a big mess. Katarina, they asked for it. You
gotta-
blew it up.
you gotta
Let them
do it.
clean it up.
No.
Let them clean it up or at least pitch in.
All right, I'll be right back.
Earl says, my brother is watching with me. That's very good. Happy Easter to your brother Edward. Happy Easter to you, Muriel. And Raven in the chat. How you doing, Raven? Always good to see Raven in the chat. You're Danette's sister from the Bronx. Sister from another mister in the Bronx. Bronx girls stick together. Skylar B is in the chat. I'm hungry listening to all these delicious food recipes. Green olive stuffed with blue cheese, says Jolie. There ain't nothing wrong with that, Jolie. It's SDL saying hi to HC Teacher. HC
Oh my
Teacher in
God,
the
look
chat.
at
Jenny,
this salad.
mac and cheese is the best, says Tommy G. Harold Massey is with a happy Easter. Sabby loves the bunny ears. Sabby loves the bunny ears. Who do we got over here? Lisa, UK girl in the chat. How you doing, Lisa? Missed you guys at the parade. We didn't go to the parade because Danette is sick and she's been sick for a while. Lorraine, welcome to Super Genius. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Kazcat member for 12 months, and way up in the front, Lorraine Raymond has become a super genius. Thank you so much for joining and becoming a member. Lorraine Raymond as a super genius. Danette, we thank you so much for your generosity and for trusting in us as and what we do here. And for joining us and having fun on Easter Sunday. We really appreciate it. Kaz, thank you so much for everyone joining us. Thanks to Sonia. How you doing? My daughter and me had a nice roast chicken.
It's not staying on it.
A nice roast chicken meal, and we had Oreo cake and Oreo ice cream after.
That's the one. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Coincidentally, I had some roast chicken yesterday with an Oreo cake. Remember?
That's right.
I got roast chicken, and we went out to eat. I got a roast chicken. I had just the leg part, and then there was a little stuffing underneath, and I had some mashed potatoes, and the broccoli was horrible.
It was an exceedingly small roast chicken, by the way.
Yeah, it was like this big.
It was one of them little birds.
And Anthony had the dark meat, and he didn't finish it either.
Juicy.
And then
how you doing, Juicy?
Hi, Juicy. Look, this is what I got in here now. The olives, the tomatoes, the onions, cucumbers, a little carrot. Now, for the first time, I will be opening up my oregano. She's gonna
flick some dried oregano onto it.
How do I do this?
Mrs. Planet Master, today would have been my 34th anniversary.
I'm sorry,
Mr. Planet Master. Much rest in peace, Bruce. Yeah. He lives on in your memory, absolutely for certain. And
whoa.
Holy moly!
Whoa!
How you doing, April?
Let's put it down for a minute. Hi, April.
April in the chat. Happy Easter to both of us. Look. Thank you so much for saying.
There's my salad.
For that.
Now
we
watch.
have you on the big screen.
Oh my God!
TV.
Look at that. You just tap it, and fresh oregano comes out.
And some fresh oregano comes out. Although I think you got a twig in there.
I do have a couple of twigs.
Got to get the twigs out.
But this is fun, Aunt. Look. Man, I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Get the twigs out. You don't want to eat a twig.
Wow, that's nice. All right, now.
How you guys doing? Let's see. Good to see you. Thank you so much to everybody for being here with us. Let's see if I missed anybody.
No twigs.
He said, the Davis family will be right back, says Lakeisha and Devante. Okay. You guys enjoy. Lakeisha's got stuff to do. She's got food to put on the table. She's got to feed these kids. Lorraine Raymond with a happy Easter for everybody.
So there's no sticks? Oh.
Yeah, maybe you're supposed to do like that. You don't want sticks.
No sticks. Whoa. Okay.
Marilyn Perlman in the chat. Marilyn, how you doing? I have had a sinus infection and going to the doctor tomorrow. That's like Danette. Danette went to the doctor today, Marilyn. And she has the flu.
I could bet it was a sinus
Very Mediterranean, says Strawberry. Yes. Exactly, Strawberry feels. Very Mediterranean. Salad looks good, Danette. You were making a dressing for it? Danette's doing a little, basically salt. I'm going to throw some salt over my shoulder.
You could put lemon, but Anthony doesn't like lemon.
Salad looks delicious. You could put lemon. I don't have anything against lemon if you want to put some lemon in that.
I'm going to put oil. I keep it simple.
Manzanas. Hey, George. Let's see. Can you tell my thoughts are with you? Let's see. Hey, Kenneth Hartman in the chat. Happy Easter from Kenneth. Thank you very much. I just had a couple of grilled steak tacos and a couple of lagers. Ken from Philly. Thank you for coming by to say Happy Easter, Ken from Philly. We really appreciate it. 157 people joining us tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us, and please remember give the video a thumbs up.
If you want to see me mix it, here we go. I'm mixing it like this.
Danette's mixing it. She's gonna mix it.
Yeah, I'm worried about this because you're gonna choke. I know you.
I will choke.
You might be your mom and choke.
Choke! My mother
I
would
was going to
say.
make a small salad. Anthony said, no, make the whole thing and I'll have it tomorrow.
I don't have any mom stories today, but I have some George stories.
Yes, not George the moderator.
Not George the moderator.
George, our Anthony's cousin's ex-husband.
Ex-husband. I think it's almost
wow,
like for
I
a
can't
second
wait
there,
to eat this.
I was like, what do we call him? Ex-cousin-in-law?
Well, they're divorced. She has a new husband, and that was years
And that was a million years ago. That's a
They got
million
married
years
the year
ago.
before we got married, I believe. So it was in the 90s.
Kenny!
Look at that. Look at that. Glisten.
Lemon dressing would be great on that. Actually,
Yes,
it would
lemon
probably.
would. You can put whatever you want.
You
I
can put
just
some
used
lemon
oil.
on there. You can
That's
put a
all
little
I
bit.
did.
I think we gotta let you. We just have a little oil on this.
But I mean, you could try something else. You could put whatever
Maybe
you
a little
want.
bit of red wine vinegar.
Yeah.
I prefer red wine vinegar to
Yeah, me
balsamic
too.
on that. I like balsamic on my sandwiches. That's what I like it
Red
on.
wine right now.
We don't have red wine vinegar right now, do we? That's a little pinch of salt over the heads for good luck. Good luck, right, Danette?
Yes. Now,
We all need some good luck. Hope you feel better soon, Danette says Kaz. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Kaz.
Kaz.
George the moderator stories are not for the general public, says Ambrose. Those are the non-general public ones. Paul McDonough in the chat. Happy Easter, Paul McDonough.
I mean, this is a friggin' big salad, Aunt. I think I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator.
That's a
and
big
cold.
salad. You know what was funny is Danette said I should make a small salad, so I'll put some of the lettuce away. That's some of the lettuce put away.
Yeah,
That's not the full salad. She was going to make bigger than that. I said, nah, make a bit. But that's all right. We can save it.
All right,
Right,
look,
boo-boo?
I'll eat it tomorrow. Look, this
Eat it
is
tomorrow.
the pizza rustica
Balsamic
from
rocks.
Fortune. Oh, I had it down. You had it down this whole time. You're talking to
Yes.
them. With
I don't know. I'm talking
What's
to
the
them.
matter with you?
Sometimes I forget what the heck I'm up to, guys.
All right. Anyway, here's the pizza rustica. Look at it. This is the way I make it. The same shape.
This
Right?
way they do it is the way Danette likes to make it.
Yeah. Look, and it's not in a pie crust. This is considered the small. It was $59.
That was
All right. So
$59.
we're gonna cut this open now.
That's the small, which I think we were talking to HC, and Danette just said to HC, I got the small, which ain't that small. Which he said, this thing is not that small. And it weighs like a ton. The carbs are here, says SPO.
That's right.
There's carbs,
All right.
meat, measuremals, and minimals.
And minimals. All right, let me see.
It also has the cheese
on.
part. It also has the cheese part of the diet.
Okay, let's see. You ready? Now, I just washed my hands. Let's go this way first.
We did
Now,
not cut it.
normally-
You know how hard it was for her to not cut into that
Normally-
since Friday?
You would eat this either cold, room temperature, or just a little bit warm. You do not eat this hot.
Yeah, not generally.
All right, so now... let me
Because it's
just go-
better when it sets up.
Yeah, let me just go here,
It's better when it sets up.
and I could show you. Now, this is our first time we're seeing it for the first time, too, because we never got it from them before.
Is it bread and not pastry? That's pastry
This is
dough.
pastry
Nick
dough.
G asked
Whoa,
that. Nick G, that's
that looks
pastry
good,
dough.
Aunt. Look.
Holy moly!
Oh, wow. It doesn't look like
That's
it
the
has
real
that
McCoy.
many different meats. It's like maybe 1 or 2 meats. It doesn't look which I
Holy
like.
smokes.
All right, let's bring it back up. I'm going to plate this. I'm going to make our plates. We're going to taste it. Right? Do you want to
Just
do
take
that?
a look at that.
You
Nick
should
G,
smell
happy
this.
Easter to you and Karen. Hope all is well on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Thank you so much for coming in. Fernanda Ramos. How you doing, Fernanda? The star of the show, the Pizza Rustica, says Sabi. Absolutely correct, Sab. You can build a house with that. Yeah, it's like a brick. That is a brick house. It's like a heavy finish. Yes, it's made not really bread. It's a pastry. That's a pastry dough version. There are versions of Pizza Rustica that you can make with more like a bread dough that you make with like a pizza dough. Wow, that looks good, says Louise. How you doing, Louise Spencer? And a happy Easter to you, your family, and that little boy Busby, who like that international star of screen and the internet. 166 joining us. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Much appreciations if you do. And if somebody's stumbling upon us who isn't subscribed, please subscribe. Helps out big time in the algorithm. It's free. Danette and I are here. You know, we're doing some stuff. We were going to go to the parade today, but Danette's under the weather. I'm not going to chance going out in the rain. Not going out in the rain and getting her, like, it's bad enough she has the flu. We don't want her coming down with pneumonia. Thanks, guys. We're good. Karen is working all of the days over Easter, says Nick. Jesus Christ, what a rough break, I would call it. It's not cheap to make either. I use pepperoni, salami, soprasada, and prosciutto, says Finzi. No, it's not. If you get the good meats. If you don't do that whole, like, ends thing that some people do, W Nationals, happy Easter to you, by the way. And if you don't do that, no, it's not cheap to make. That's why they're charging $59 for them to make it.
All right, here we go. This is our meal.
Oh, that looks good.
There we go. Some salad.
And that looks almost like a stuffed
pizza
mushroom.
rustica, and it is. It's a stuffed artichoke, but not. Yeah, it looks like a mushroom, right?
Yeah, it looks almost like a stuffed mushroom.
There you go. That's our meal. All right,
stuffed artichoke bottom, guys.
All right, now you try it and see. Tell me.
You know what I'm going to try first? I'm going to go for this bottom first. I'm all about the bottom right now. Let's see. I got to see how it turns out.
I'm going for the pizza rustica. I waited all these days. So there you go. And I didn't heat it up, so it might be cold. And
this is excellent, actually.
Maybe you'd rather have it like room temperature, or I'll warm it up, the pizza rustica. What's excellent? Which one? You like the bottom?
The bottom.
It does look like a stuffed mushroom, doesn't it? Oh my God, Anthony.
Pizza rustica, guys. Let's check it out.
All right, here we go. All right. There it is.
That is damn fine.
Wow, is that good? Wow, that is really good.
You know why
Okay,
that's
do you
good?
think it's better than DeLillo in the Bronx?
Yes.
Absolutely. Wow. This is what I see.
Much better than DeLillo in the Bronx.
I see ham. I see supersod. I see a little pepper. Of course, eggs and ricotta. Mozzarella. And I think I see some provolone.
Yes, definitely.
Just the way
I believe
like
I
it.
tasted the provolone.
All right, let's try this artichoke.
It's definitely pepper. No salt because the meats are salty
It's not
enough.
that salty though.
It's not salty at
try
all,
this.
which is almost like a godsend. It's like a godsend. Mr. Metalhead Warrior in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. How you doing, Jeff? As Field saying, hi, Jeff.
I don't know that I like
happy
the
Easter to
stuffing
you.
I made for this. It's kind of dry.
The stuffing maybe could have been a little more
It's also very
moist.
salty. What the hell's going
Moist.
on?
Then that stuffing is salty.
All right, I learned from it. Right?
But
The artichoke's good.
these artichoke bottoms are excellent. I would
have another
definitely
bag,
recommend. But we have another bag, another bag of frozen. I would definitely recommend these for doing something with. You could also put them in a salad, right, Danette?
Yes.
You can put them in as an appetizer.
You can thaw it and
Long Island Mining
Try the
Incorporated,
list.
how you doing? How
Vance.
are you? And happy Easter.
Hi, Leming. How are you? Oh, the salad's so good, Aunt. I love the salad.
Lee
God,
Ming
this
Incorporated,
tomato.
who I call Long Island Mining. Lee Ming,
Okay.
I apologize for that.
All right, that was good.
Definitely good. And I had myself one of my olives. And by the way, the oregano in here, really nice. Really nice. This fresh oregano.
Strawberry, I put it in the oven for 30 minutes. What I did is I thawed it out. We thawed it out earlier. No, did we do it? Yeah, this morning, early in the morning, I thawed it out by just leaving it on the counter. It's frozen, but you can like if you want to do it quick, you could do it in the water in the sink,
Yeah, like run it under
colander.
ice water, the bag for like 15 minutes.
Yes, Trader Joe's, Finzi. Let me show you again. I have the bag inside. I've got another bag inside. Let me show you. It's just another vegetable, and
What,
I
then
love
she's all
artichoke.
stuffed up.
Look at that. There it is. Trader Joe's artichoke bottoms. You could do anything with them. See, I think they have like a crab salad
Let me
stuff.
tell you that, wait.
Is it a crab salad? What is this?
I think it's a crab salad.
Yeah, crab
Or
salad.
tuna salad. Let me tell you, they are, I'm going to give you my unvarnished opinion is, you know,
The
it's
artichoke's good.
it's an interesting product, and you go like, all right, so it's an artichoke bottom. It's way better than I expected it to be.
Hi, Tommy H2O.
As
How
an
you doing?
artichoke
Happy
bottom.
Easter to you.
What do you think? Do you agree with me
No,
on
it's
that?
very good. It's very, very good. I'm surprised because you're right. The thing that's confusing me is it looks like a gigantic mushroom because I stuffed it. But
I'm like, is this a gigantic mushroom? But it's not.
oh my God, this is so good. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm.
And the pizza rustica is just absolutely perfect. That flaky pastry crust that they use to make it.
Why are you on Benadryl? Do you see what happened? Is it allergies or was a cat too close again? Oh, I hate that. I'm sorry that you're going through that. Right?
Apple, did you walk past the cat?
Oh, thank you, Lisa Land. She absolutely loves my purple hat. My fascinator.
We love hearing that. Because I actually,
Oh,
I
they
love it
sold
too.
out. Joe Mooski says, I've been looking for those bottoms since Christmas in the city and always sold out.
Really?
Really? I got them in Long Island. Is that where we go? We went to Trader Joe's in Long Island. That's where we go. But it was like a month ago.
No, I'm not sure that we went to the Long Island one to
What
get
other one
that.
did we go to? Yeah, you're right. I don't remember going in there. Where did we go? What other Trader Joe's is there?
We went to the one in Manhattan recently.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Is the one downstairs, like it's in the basement?
Yeah.
You're right. It was like a month ago. Not 34th Street.
It was still the dead of winter.
Lexington. It's on Lexington. Let me think. Third in Lexington. That's where the Trader Joe's is. We went downstairs. You're right, Anthony.
Sean Hayden, how you doing?
Hi, Sean. How are you?
I want to thank everybody for the wonderful Easter wishes. Everyone who's been so nice.
Jesus, they find me, she says. She's so sensitive to cats.
They find...
Wow.
Is that Apple?
Yeah.
They just like run across. You are very sensitive.
She's very sensitive. Excuse me.
Annette, are you okay, babe?
Yeah. It's just this tickle.
A little tickle, guys. A little tickle for the net. C5 in the chat. Thank you, C5, for joining. Hi, Freddie. Was Freddie here? I didn't see Freddie. Freddie Feliciano, how you doing? Happy Easter to Freddie and MST3K forever.
You know what it is?
The net needs a cup of tea.
One time we were together and she goes, "Can you smell the cat?" And I'm like, "Smell a cat? We're outside."
Smell a cat?
What do you mean? She said I could smell it. I'm like, "What?"
It was like there was a cat in the neighborhood. Or like a cat outside of business or something.
She said, "Can you smell the cat?" I'm like, "Apple." I was like, "What do you mean smell it?" We have a cat and I don't smell her. She smells like cupcakes to us. We've always said that. Right?
Munchie smells like cupcakes.
She does.
She kind of does, actually.
Munchie has this sweet smell. I don't know what it is, but she smells so sweet. She is sweet. Okay, I'm making tea.
She's like the least house pet smelling animal
Sorry about that.
I've known.
I'm making tea right now. Bloodhound nose. Thank you, Muriel.
That's... Who said that? Apple herself, I think, right?
Said what? Bloodhound? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what a cat smells like. I don't understand.
I know what their litter smells like. That is really good.
Were you happy with your meal?
Mm-hmm.
I think I gave you too many celeries over there.
But I like celeries. They're nice and crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Who likes a celery?
Who's PSY?
There's someone PSY in the chat?
Said you meant PSY. I guess it's a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it's Easter and we're using our Christmas cups.
Danette uses those.
I use every one of my cups. I use them.
They're now the
on
Christmas cups are now all year round, though. They've become an all year fascination. Speaking of fascinators, she loves using her whip.
Hi, Katie. Happy Easter to you. Hi, Sharonelle. I hope Mocha's feeling better. Mocha's been sick. I feel bad for Mocha.
Apple couldn't be around me. I have like 2 cats, says Finzi. Apple is okay around us for some reason.
I know, it's weird.
She's always okay around us. You've never really had a problem when you've been with us. Now you've been with us and walked past a building that has a cat, like sitting on the stoop, and then
no, she says she could smell them.
She's been in the car with us.
Excuse me, guys. Oh, everybody's saying hello to everybody. I love that.
Which brings up a weird possibility.
Are you going to talk about George?
Maybe you're not allergic to Munchie.
The Davis family is back. It's Devante. So in case you guys don't know, there's Devante, Jerome. Those are brothers.
No, Devante, Lakeisha and Devante.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the father.
That's the father.
Right.
Lakeisha and Devante is either Lakeisha or Devante. In this case, currently it's Devante. And then there's Jerome. There's Tyrone.
Tyrone, that's right. They're brothers. We love that you guys come in here. It's amazing. Where's Joe? You mean Joe Taylor? He's probably taking a nap.
I actually talked to him earlier today. Remember?
Yeah.
When Danette was at the doctor's office, he called while I was sitting in... While we were sitting in the waiting room.
What did he say? What did he say?
He wanted to apologize for missing our coverage of the parade. I told him there was no coverage of the parade. Actually, is a post. It says there isn't going to be any coverage of the parade.
Yeah, it was a little confusing for people because I'm sorry about that because we've had the notification out for days. And then I got
The other
sick.
notification is too powerful. It overpowers the new notification, right, Danette?
Yes.
What we got over here? Tommy H, H2O said, I don't know if you guys saw this in the chat earlier, but I just wanted to say thank you to you guys so much for supporting my fall color highlight reel of the pics from last fall. You're very welcome, Tommy.
You're welcome.
That is those were really nice photos, right? The net said it immediately.
Gorgeous. Check them out on Instagram, right?
Yes, check out Tommy H2O on Instagram and everybody. And thank you so much. Chucky just had
his first Easter
dinner. Chasing a plate around the living room.
Yeah.
I just subscribed to Mr. Metalhead as Bruce and I attended in 2009 the introduction of Metallica in Cleveland. A great finding another link in your community. Thank you, the schmoozers. We are the schmoozers.
Yeah, Mr. Metalhead, drop your link in there.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Like, I'm telling people, like, put Mr. Metalhead's link in the chat, and then I'm thinking to myself, no, Mr. Metalhead, you can do it yourself.
Hi, Marty. Hey, Marty.
Hey, Marty. How you doing, Marty? Welcome aboard, and happy Easter, Marty, and happy.
I still can't believe I see C5 in there. It's a miracle.
It is a miracle. It's a Festivus.
You know what I was
watching?
You know what I was listening to?
She has risen.
You know what I was listening to the other day? The Beastie Boys. I was going nuts.
It did. It rained in the city, Finzi.
Let's get Anthony in there. It was pouring at one point. Right, Ant?
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening to the Beastie Boys.
Then has this insane idea that we're going to do a lip sync to say
what you want.
What you want.
No, sure shot.
Oh, no. And then she changed her mind and went with Sure Shot.
You know I love sabotage.
Yeah. Actually, we do say yeah a lot. Yeah. I should make the video so that I splice in Monica's voice saying yeah instead of the guy on the record.
Thank you, George, for being here. Now that George is leaving, we could talk about him. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about your cousin's husband, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to finish my lettuce while you talk.
Recently, I know a lot of people have we've been taking the list because some folks pointed out that so many newer people and so many newer people, and newer is very relative because there's people that have been with us for like 3, 4, 5 months, but they're really new in terms of the famous stories. Like sometimes people in the chat will go like, what's so-and-so talking about? Or what's this person talking about? Or what are Danette and Anthony referencing? Or what is Heather referencing? Or what is Hala talking about? You know, like that. Like they'll reference something and we don't know what they're talking about.
Right, Fonzie, some Beastie Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure shot.
Sure shot. So, so we started cobbling together a list of stories, to tell. And like everybody was one night in one of the chats, everybody was like calling out what's like some favorites, some ones they would want to hear or ones they've heard about. And other people in the chat are going, what's that about? What's that about? And they're like, oh, you got to hear it to believe it. Myrna Bergen. Yeah, that's right. Myrna Bergen, member for 32 months. Wow. It's getting close to the 3-year mark. I got to change that badge. No one likes the badge. No one likes the heart. I'm going to change it. Maybe I'll go with cannoli. Danette doesn't like cannoli, but I might go with cannoli. And nobody say razor clam. I'm not going to go razor clam as a badge. My husband just picked up great grandma 87 and grandma 78. If you had a webcam for that car ride, my son is getting entertained. Katarina's son's getting a full entertainment.
For what?
from having great grandma, and grandma in the car at the same time. An 87-year-old and a 78-year-old.
She picked the color yet?
Oh, Katerina, did you pick the color yet? Danette wants to know. Did you decide on the color for that room? Anyway, like I was saying, like so many people call out like different stories. The lore here is amazing, Tommy H2O says. Yeah, that's actually a good word for it. It's the DNA lore. It's all the stories, like people talk about the kitchen sink, the chopping up of the couch. The one nobody mentioned was we were trying to think of other ones, and nobody even mentioned Dress Barn. We got so many to go back on. And there's so many people that haven't heard. One needs cigarettes, the other Diet Coke. So they're doing a gas station stop ASAP, says Katerina. Merry-go-round greetings. Happy Easter to all in the chat and to the moderators, says CAK. That says not CAK, C5. Kaz, how you doing? When it was raining here in New York, it was snowing here in Finland today, says Kaz. It's snowing somewhere, right, Kaz? Most of the day. So many of the old tales. Oh yeah, HC just remembered. Oh yeah, Dress Barn. And Anthony, my lovelies, I've accepted my foul head as a genius. How do I keep my mojo like you guys? I don't know. It's not easy to keep your mojo. It's not easy. Mario Balderrama, happy Easter to you. Fawn, happy Easter. Katerina says, we're still debating on the colors. We have more time now because of a leak. We're getting all new windows installed this week. So you still have time to do the debate. The microwave and the stanzine, says Chop Skull Theater. Those are good ones. Those are classic ones. The stanzine. Actually, the stanzine is from the Nets family. That's from the Nets family. Well, her father would always talk about the stanzine. And we were like, what's a stanzine? The stanzine. They kept those 75-pound bags of flour in the stanzine. So Danette and I were talking, and we were like realizing that Danette's putting everything away. She's already packing up. She's already packing up to leave. Danette was realizing there's a whole plethora. We were thinking there's one story that leads to another story, that leads to another story, that leads to one of the final boss stories. And you want to know why it's a final boss story?
No, but you never told it on a regular person. You told it on that members only, remember?
I'm going to tell you why.
Do you want something else before everything goes away?
I was going to say another sliver of pizza rustica.
Okay.
Another sliver, but heat it up just barely, a little bit.
Okay.
In the microwave. Thank you so much, Danette. And we always say, the rat's behind the door story. I forgot that one, Fawn.
Which one?
The rat behind the door.
What's that one? Oh my God, I forgot about that. Holy crap, I forgot.
Giant
about
furniture,
that.
says Chop Skull. That's right. We were talking about that.
I have to get my pen out. Hold on. Keep going,
Inherit. Oh, I'm reading the post in the chat. Lorraine Raymond says, it's 90 degrees now in Orlando with cloudy skies, and I'm stuck inside with horrible allergies. If you gotta be stuck inside, you might as well be stuck inside with all of these lovely people in the chat. So, like, yeah, all of those are good ones. It just goes to show how many stories there are. The Rats Behind the Door, which I'm not going to tell that story, but Rats Behind the Door begins with these words. What's the cat looking at? That's all it is. Is Do you hear something?
That
And
big
what's
bowl,
the cat looking
that
at?
big bowl just fit in this little thing. Why does the bowl look so big? Can you close this for me? I'm having trouble closing it.
Yeah, why does it look so big?
I don't know.
I love a container that, like, burps. You know, like the container where you can close. This is a very tight container. This is one of those containers it's hard to close because it's tight as nobody's business. There we go. There's my baby. There we go.
All right, I want to try it warm too.
All right. This one. Sometimes when I get like a salad, when I have a salad for lunch, I'll dump out the contents of a salad kit in this container, close the lid, and go like this. And just shake it up. I like to just shake it up. But we thought of it. Danette started talking, and she told me there's a story that leads to another story. And now most people that are from the beginning days, they know the story of schmelts.
Thank you, Aunt.
Of the smelts.
Yeah,
You know,
look
the
at-
tiny
why
little
you-
bony fishes.
Can't talk there.
Most people know the story of the smelts, which is a George story. Not George, the moderator. Not a George the moderator, but George, my former cousin-in-law. George, who was married to my cousin, who shall remain nameless.
How's it nameless if you just named
Well, I'm naming him because I don't know him. I don't know where he is or what he's doing. 174 people in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you very much. And please give the video a thumbs up. And remember, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. So and we were talking. So Danette and I were talking and we said, George, he had the smelts. And then we thought to ourselves, oh, well, George also had the Christmas gifts was also part and parcel with George. Things like the Dickie, because it starts with the Dickie. And then we realized the Dickie, you know, that fake collar, the Dickie.
Oh my God, this is even better warm.
Even better?
Oh my God.
Even better. Somewhat warmed up.
The cheese is melting here. That's it. Fortunatos. Fortunatos again for the win.
Fortunatos for the win. Is this the fork you eating with?
No.
I don't want to catch anything.
He thinks I got the cooties.
No cooties. Oh, Monica knows all of them. She's calling out the switchboard.
Oh my God, switchboard. See, I don't remember everything.
That's kind of almost that's sort of a story from that job that I still haven't told you guys about.
Hold on. I have to add to. Wait a minute. Switchboard, what was the one before that? What was the one before that? You just mentioned.
The rats behind the door.
The rats, that's right. Water rats. They were literal water rats. Okay, hold on.
There's the flood.
Oh, the flood. Did I write that one? I'm going to say water rats. I think I wrote that one. Flood. And what was the one Choppy just said?
Switchboard.
Switchboard and stanzine.
The stanzine. Oh my God.
And that's 19 stories. Anthony, it tastes better when it's warm. It is so flaky and delicious. Guys, go to Fortunato's if you haven't already. Delicious.
If they're still making these, or have a few left after Easter,
Martin? They probably won't.
they probably won't.
But if hi
wait
Deborah,
till
hi
next
Norman, happy
Easter.
Easter, you guys.
Norm, Deborah.
Let me tell you something. If you go to Fortunato's, you cannot walk in there. Listen to me.
Melanie Martin, listen.
You cannot go in there and not get a rainbow cookie. They have the absolute best rainbow cookies in anywhere that I've ever had. Even better than even better than Venero's. I've come to the conclusion. We don't want any more snow. We're done with that. And the Rayos, imagine that. Oh no, that's right. Freaking Choppy. Imagine that.
I just had a flaky pastry come out of my nose, Monica.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I just had flaky pastry come out of my nose.
How do you remember that?
C5 loves
Oh
your
my
earrings,
God.
by the way.
Oh, so do I. Thank you.
So is Danette.
This is from C5 that she gave me for my birthday. They're gorgeous.
Danette loves those
I need
earrings.
tissues, not napkins.
Oh
All
my
right, wait a
God.
minute.
We're
Wait a
having
minute. What
some.
was that
We're
called
having
again?
some pizza rustica.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. A
A
filthy guy like him.
like that. All right, while you're eating, let me just talk about something. I'm gonna put Steve in parentheses, not that we're gonna forget. All right, so you've heard the story before that, and a couple of things that come from George. George is Anthony's cousin.
Chump Skull says we quote that all the time. We do. I'm always going, imagine that.
And Switchboard.
That's what.
Anyway, so George was the boyfriend at the time when we were dating, and I was the girlfriend, and they were cousins, right? Do you want to say her name, or you want to change her name for the not so innocent? His name really was George, but do you want to say your cousin's name?
I'm going to leave her name out of it.
All right, let's call her Dawn. Neither one of us have a cousin named Dawn, so there's no confusion. All right, we'll call her Dawn.
You do, in fact, have a cousin named Dawn.
Yeah, I do. So her name is Dawn Marie. Anyway.
We're not talking about
We're
her.
not
She's
talking
much
about
younger.
Dawn Marie. We're talking about your cousin, Dawn. All right, so anyway. Anthony, what did I say last night, Aunt? You see, he just did that?
I don't have anything in there. These things don't melt.
Can you please get me some water? Like,
look at her. Look how kind she is.
And then why do you want to use
You remember that, Melanie? Melanie Martin remembers watching the video when you made the pizza rustica at home.
Yes, Melanie.
That was a while ago now.
Homemade is
How
always
many
the
years
best,
ago
because
was
you know
that?
what? Probably 4. You know what? That was the last time I made it. Listen, you can put whatever you want in it. I don't think mortadella belongs in there. I'm sorry, Anthony. And they don't have it in there. They don't have a lot of meat, which is really good to me. They only have like 2 meats in there. It's not very salty.
A smaller variety of meat.
Yeah, and when I made it at home, I put too much meat. I think that's what did it to me. How dare you slurp, right, Apple? Jesus, we were just talking about this last night. Anyway.
That was one of the first I saw.
Really?
Yeah,
next season I plan on going skiing for sure. Maybe even some snowboarding. Nice. All right, so wait, you're eating. So I was dating Anthony, and it turned out that I'm just going to give them insignificant while you're eating. It turned out that his mother's sister would make Christmas Eve. So we would go on Christmas Eve. What did we do for Easter? We never got together with them, did we?
No,
it was a rare
never.
occurrence, right? So anyway, for Christmas Eve,
It's been years since I saw them on
it was me
Easter.
who was his girlfriend, and Dawn's boyfriend was George. And George was part of the family already. They treated him like he was the son. They were going to get married eventually.
The son, they made fun of him.
Yeah.
They knew they were getting
They
married.
always made fun of him. He was very, very short. She was short, but he was shorter than her. And I don't know why that's important.
He was stocky. He's one of those fire hydrant shaped guys.
He was shorter than me.
He was
And
short
she's
and
shorter than
wide.
me.
He was basically the same width as he was height. It's like that.
Anyway.
You know those guys, you see their shoulders are the same, just as broad as if you turned them on their side,
come
they'd
on,
be
don't be
almost the
mean.
same height.
So anyway,
Well, it kind of was. It
when
was a
we
stocky
when we
dude.
would go to Christmas Eve, I don't know what it was about your aunt and your mother, but it was like they had something against us because we weren't part of the family yet, right? So you guys heard about the Dickie. That was
You remember
his
the
gift.
Dickie?
No shirt.
I
that
got
went
the
with
Dickie. I love the Dickie.
And there was that
Many
other
people do.
story that they made ambrosia And I make ambrosia. We have ambrosia in my family, and I didn't know what it was. It looked like milk in a bowl, right? It looked like your
I
cat
thought
was
it was.
going to come out.
They put it out,
And it was
because it was
disgusting.
Christmas
Ugh.
Eve, I assume on Christmas Eve, it's supposed to be the feast
supposed to
of
put
the
it in
4.5 fishes. They never
supposed to put it
made
in the
7. It was
refrigerator.
like 4.5 fishes. I
was
thought it
2
was a bowl
fishes.
of New England clam chowder.
He thought it was soup.
I thought it was New England clam chowder, which
thought
I
it was
said,
soup.
it's like, you put your hand over something and you expect to feel heat. And I was like, so is this supposed to be hot? And I
Yes,
was like,
exactly, Apple.
They didn't serve it for dessert. They served it as if it was
There was
a
only
salad.
one bowl. It was like a
You know
small
how
bowl.
some recipes-
Instead of like putting out a whole, you noticed that? It was only one bowl.
One bowl each.
And you were
One
like,
small
what is
bowl
that?
Each. A soup bowl. You know how some recipes of ambrosia refer to it as ambrosia salad? So
Yes.
they were treating it as a salad.
But it looked like
So,
soup.
like, it looked like a bowl of New England clam chowder. I was like, why is this? Is this supposed to be hot? I didn't know what it was.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Caroline. I have all of them, and they're amazing. Thank you. Look at all the things she dropped. That's nice. Good.
Yes.
With the
So,
salad.
like, I had, like, what was I saying? Where was I? I got lost.
The soup. That is
The
really...
soup. I thought it was like New England clam. That's what I thought when they put it in front of me. But then I realized, oh, the bowl is ice cold. So I was like, what is this? I had never had ambrosia. Danette
No.
had.
He didn't really have it good until he met
Danette
us.
had it.
Met me. It's not
Danette
supposed to
knows
be
how to make
liquid.
it.
It's not supposed to be like this, and it looks like milk is coming out. So that was one thing. The other thing was that you guys heard the schmelt story, right? So one day we were there for Christmas Eve, and his mother made smelts. They're called smelts, S-M-E-L-T-S. They're little tiny fish.
But in my family, they refer to them as schmelts. That's how they
and
were
I'm
pronouncing
Danietta.
it. And they didn't
Because
know
they
what
like
the
that
next
better.
name was.
That's what
They
they
like
said.
saying Danietta better. Because it rhymes with better. Danietta. So they would call her Danietta.
used to drive me crazy.
Or sometimes Danetta.
It used to drive me crazy.
Danetta Romero.
They would do it on purpose. They knew I didn't like it, and they did it anyway.
Danietta better. So, like,
Hassan.
they would call her by the wrong
Happy
name.
Easter.
They gave me the Dickie, which, is kind of like, here's a half
At least
a shirt.
they thought of you.
It's like this. Here's half a shirt. Danette would bring them a box of chocolates, and they'd say
Russell
they can't
Stover.
eat it because they would never allow themselves to gain an ounce. It was literally, that's
were
what they
rude.
said.
They were
kind of
rude.
rude. But, that's my side of the family. And my mother wanted to see her sister, wanted to see her sister's kids. So we always did that. And so one of the things was
Hi, Tommy
like
G, happy
with the
Easter.
soup, which I found out was actually a dessert salad,
You were
which they
disgusted
were
by it.
serving as a salad. So like it was before the like it was before the shrimp came out. This came out. So I'm eating a bowl of milk and melon balls, and then they're gonna give me a plate of a plate of shrimp, or
Exactly, Raven. Rude.
then I'm gonna get that one biscuit because they only served one biscuit. Whoops.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Then that leaves the scene of the crime once more. So, hey, talk like your mother, says C5. Well, I can do that easily. Anthony,
Why
take
does
us
that
home.
happen?
Anthony, we have to all go out to Aunt Nettie's house this Easter. And drive mommy out to Aunt
Get me
Nettie's.
$5 worth of hot.
Get me $5 worth of hot dogs. That's a lot of hot dogs, Mom. You sure you want $5 worth? This was a while ago, guys. I was a kid. So, we're all sitting there. I don't know what it is. They're serving whatever.
Ambrosia
And back in those
smells.
days, I didn't eat much in the way of fish. They serve you that one roll.
No, you didn't like
Remember when
fish.
we all got one roll? And then
You mean not the dinner roll, the smaller roll?
my cousin's brother, my other cousin,
I gave mine
he
up to
didn't get
you.
a
I gave it
roll.
to you.
She gave
Yeah.
it up to Danette gave hers to him.
Yeah.
Because he
was
was
complaining.
short a roll.
He was
the
complaining.
package didn't have the
Not enough
exact number of
rolls.
rolls.
And then
everyone gets
then
a
he
roll.
wouldn't let it go.
There's no more rolls.
This is his brother. This is her brother, And her brother kept going,
Wait, you mean there's no rolls?
Who buys rolls?
So you bought one bag of rolls with a different amount of numbers than the people who are actually here?
No, but like Italians don't do that. Usually...
Don't make a big fuss out of it, Mommy. That's what his mother said to him. Because they all called each other Mommy. The mothers always told their kids Mommy. Mommy, take Mommy to the... You know, you didn't know who my mother was talking about.
My mother didn't
Mommy,
do that.
take Mommy somewhere.
My parents didn't do that.
Mommy, take Mommy for a ride on
Easter.
Take Mommy for a ride on Easter to go see Easter Bunny and pick up a chocolate egg. Mommy got you an Easter basket.
So a Dickie is as bad as fruitcake for a gift.
Dickie is pretty close to as bad as a fruitcake. So along with that, then there's the schmelz. Like 1 year, my aunt decided to make...
the worst.
1 year before they got married. And Danette was the girlfriend and George was the boyfriend on that side of the family.
Your parents did that too, Raven? Go ahead.
The male cousin, he came with nobody. I'm also slightly under the weather.
I'm sorry, Owen.
That's why I'm not talking to about Owen.
Well, I'm glad you're
There's a lot going around.
Happy Sunday to you.
And happy Sunday. And we're glad to have you here. So, like, 1 year, my aunt decided to make the smelts, which I didn't know originally were called smelts. You have to keep in mind, quick sidebar here. Sidebar, as we know, sidebar here is Anthony didn't really like seafood when I was... the seafood card turned for me when I hit like in my late 20s. Am I right, Danette?
Right.
I'm more like in my late 20s. When Danette met me and started going out with me, the last thing I would order in a restaurant would be any kind of seafood. I never ordered anything. She ordered the Ten Commandments. Danette is always... like teasing me about wanting to watch the Ten Commandments because she watched it every year as a child.
Yeah, but I also watched all the other movies growing up.
She watched all the things. Greatest Story Ever Told. Every biblical movie you could think of.
Yeah,
she would be watching.
Because they're very. I don't love them because I love them. I love them for the appreciation of movies that they didn't use AI. Those were actual sets with hundreds and hundreds of people in them.
Yeah,
you know
I would like what?
It was a mecha movie, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
A quick double sidebar. I remember when they would have that like $1 million movie or whatever. They'd have the 4 o'clock movie or whatever on Channel 7, and they'd show Ben-Hur. It would take them an entire week. Because they showed it in parts because they could only broadcast 1 hour, 1 hour from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock because then the news had to come on. So it took the entire week to watch Ben-Hur. Like they would broadcast Ben-Hur, the 5 o'clock movie. Anyway, back to my original sidebar. I didn't really like seafood. Raven. So when they told me my aunt wanted to serve something new. On Christmas Eve.
She never made it before.
With the Feast of the 4.5 Fishes. She told me that. As she said that to my mother.
And it was this bowl.
And she said it's something called smelts. I had no idea what the hell a smelt is. I was very ignorant of fish and seafood. I ate fish all the time and I never saw a smelt. Someone said in the chat once, a tiny fish with a lot of bones. That's pretty much covers it.
They're like this big.
And they're all sharp bones.
And it's just tiny. And what she did is she never made it before, but she fried it. So you couldn't see it. It just looked like little fried,
can't see where the bones
or
are.
Whatever. Actually, it was smaller than zucchini.
Now, I got out of it because I was smart. And I said, I can't, nah.
You called me stupid?
I passed. Danette's nice.
You should have said, don't do it, Danette.
I did.
No, I had no choice. George and I had no choice because we weren't the family.
Someone's got to eat these things.
They were looking at us and they told us to try it.
My mother sat there. Now, you know, anybody else that's heard any other stories, right, Danette? knows my mother was not going to chance choking on anything. She didn't eat anything that she thought might even have a bone in it. So Jeannie won't eat these fish. I know George and Danetta will have one. That's what my aunt said.
Raven, I did not want to eat it, but she kept looking at me with those eyes. Like, I can't explain. It was like, you're gonna taste it.
And this wasn't my mother. Normally the eyes came from my mother.
She used to curse like a
Normally the eyes came from my mother,
driver.
but in this case the eyes came from my aunt.
His aunt
who
was
like,
scaring the shit out of me.
so I know you're going to try it, right, Danietta?
I made this and you're going to try
I made these so that you could enjoy them, Danietta. And you are too,
Oh, Marilyn's
George.
mother made them fried.
Marilyn's mother made them fried.
So the both of
how
us
did you
looked
go
at each
about it?
other. George and I looked at each other and said, all right, let's just have one. Shut them up, you know?
So, like, we got to shut them up.
It was
so
the
they think
worst
we got
thing
to
I
shut
ever
them
had.
up. So they like.
I took
they,
one.
Like, take,
One.
She tries to like,
She said,
like
just
cut
pop it
into
in
it.
your mouth.
No,
she says,
just
pop it
take
in your
a
mouth.
bite out of it.
She
Pop
says,
it in
pop
your
the
mouth.
whole thing in your mouth. It's good. It tastes good.
It tastes good, but apparently my aunt is like a
exactly,
shark.
Virginia. That's
Apparently
what
my
they call me,
aunt is
Danietta.
like a shark.
I like
and she just
Danietta
popped it in her
better.
mouth
That's
and
what they
swallowed
say.
it whole without chewing. Then popped it in her mouth, and George popped it
what's
in her
wrong
mouth.
with these people?
And they tried to chew
We
on
were
it and
both
swallow.
choking, I
and they
swear
start
to
going.
God. We were choking. I cut my entire throat up.
Then they had a sore throat for
I
like
was
a week.
so angry because the next day
He's
was
going like
Christmas
this.
and I couldn't enjoy my mother's food. My mother made
The whole
all
rest
the
of
food
the
for
dinner,
Christmas.
George was joking with Danette. Well, we
And they're
are the
laughing
ones.
at
We're
us.
the ones that going on. We're the ones dating a child, so they wanted to bump us off. They
Right,
figured
George
they'd
is
kill
making
us.
laugh,
How come
making
we're the
jokes.
only ones who ate one?
That's right.
They're the only ones
And
that would
all
eat
the
one,
years
except for
after
my
that-
aunt, who just popped it in her mouth like she was swallowing.
I never
it.
saw her eat one though. She never took one.
She made believe. I think she made believe.
Anyway,
she said I just threw it in my mouth inside.
Never talked about. They talked about it for years, and we never. We never liked it, and we always remember it was like, remember that time when we ate the schmelts? Do you remember that, Aunt?
That time we ate the schmelts.
And then we found out later when I went home, I talked to my mother about it. She goes, it's not called schmelts. What are you
Schmelts. They're called smelts.
What are you talking about?
But they can't. There's a lot of accents going on.
So fast forward, they got married, right?
Yes, they got married. And remember, it was like George married my cousin. I think they had their wedding. Where did they have the wedding? I think it was Marina Del Rey. If anyone knows the Bronx, Marina Del Rey is kind of a fancy schmancy kind of place, all the way down Tremont Avenue. We've driven there. We drove through there. Between the Whitestone and Throg's Neck. That's where you go when you want to be fancy schmancy in the Bronx. And you want to go for that fancy schmancy wedding. Oh, yeah, there's the other stories. Yeah, because then I remembered, Danette reminded me there was another George story. They got married, and then Danette had a car that broke down. And they said, like, this was that classic family thing where they say, go to George, because George is a mechanic. He'll give you a deal. You know when they tell you they're going to give you a deal on something?
You know when you don't want to
He'll
do it,
the
but
repair,
again, it's
like,
family.
You don't want to go.
And you're like,
and they say,
all
well,
right.
go because it's family, and he'll give you a deal. He'll give you a
Happy
deal.
Easter,
He's
Daryl.
family. Happy Easter, Daryl. He'll give you a deal. It's like a deal. It's like 1,000
Raven used to live across from Marina Del Rey at Tremont Avenue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you told us.
Yeah, it was horrible.
So, you know when people tell you they're going to give a deal and you have to do it because it's family, you got to go with the deal. You go with the deal, and then it's like, the car was like 1,000,000 years old. And he goes, how much was it? $800. That was $800. She remembers the 50.
$850. It was right under 1,000.
$850. $850.
Where
and this
was my
olden
deal?
days.
I think he charged me more.
That wasn't the deal.
I think
Those
he
were
charged
2026
me
prices.
more.
Charged in the late 1980s.
I think he took advantage of
Those
me.
were 2026 prices in the 80s. That was that one. So, like, you know, you got to go with the family.
She bought him that nugget.
And then
Do you remember the
reminded me-
nugget bracelets?
There was like,
back in the
they're
80s,
getting gifts.
90s?
Remember, I'm getting the Dickie. Danette's getting nothing.
Nothing.
Danette's getting nothing.
And
they're opening up gifts on Christmas Eve. They're getting each other. Like, George
the
gets
little
like a
gifts.
gold nugget bracelet.
Those things
It's
are
basically,
ugly.
it's like a bracelet, like this big, that
Nice,
goes around your
Mario.
wrist. It's like a gold bar turned into links. That he's like, oh, look, I love the gold nugget bracelet. They're giving each other gold nugget bracelets.
Lori,
They're
that's
getting
scary.
cruises. They're opening up boxes with cruises
And those were the
gold
little
nugget
gifts.
bracelets.
The big gifts were
They
the
didn't
next
open
day.
the big gifts. Those were the small gifts. And I'm sitting there with the Dickie in
You got the dickie and the little baby.
I got the dickie on the tiny
hanger.
Baby hanger. Little baby hanger and no shirt
So
to
they
go with
get married. And
so anyway, they get
over.
married. And like I said, when we started thinking of these stories, I told Danette, oh, but then there's the final boss of George stories. And Danette realized I never told that story. I never really did. It's the final boss of George stories.
So
and Danette realized
you guys
I never
heard
told that story.
Member,
only if you were one of the original members.
Right.
I told that story.
Or if you missed the membership. You have to give out membership.
I'm going to give out memberships, by the way. If anyone's
forget.
in the chat, today is member day. I'm going to give out some freebies, some free memberships.
They get the cruises. You get a dickie.
They get cruises. I get the dickie. That's right, Virginia. They get the cruises. I get the dickie. They're getting like gold nuggets that they're walking around with.
Ugly,
they're breaking out Fort Knox.
Those things were ugly.
They're breaking into Fort Knox and making bracelets.
All right.
But I'm getting that. But I realized there was a story that I only ever told on a members only video. Because I combined it with other stories that I'm not going to recount. That like, I would not want to tell anymore. But I realized, oh no, but this story is like, and many people that were there consider it one of the top stories of all time.
Well, that's
but I never did that one. I animated it. I truly animated
you were
it.
Imagining you were there.
For the free memberships, yes. And that, like, I realized, oh no, but the regular members have never heard that story. Even the older members that have been around for a while, if you're not an old-time member, because on one of our earliest members only videos, that was when I told the story. And I consider that the final boss, the big villain of all George stories, which goes hand in hand with,
I don't know what the boss
begins
means.
with this. You know when you play a video game and you
about.
make it through all the bad guys and you get to the end of the video game,
I don't make video,
and then there's the final boss, that last boss, the final big villain that you have to defeat. And then I realized I never told that story because it was always only members only. So I think many people have not heard it. And I said, like, realize, and this is George and my cousin, who shall remain nameless, Dawn. George and Dawn, after the wedding, as told after the honeymoon, as told to me by my mother, rest in peace, Mom, as told to me by my mother. These details came straight from the horse's mouth, or at least my mother's mouth. So I can only vouch for the veracity of my mother's words, keeping in mind that my mother was also known as a liar at times.
She was a habitual liar.
She was a habitual liar. Her sister, the Schmelt lady, would say later on, what am I talking about? My sister's a habitual liar. She can't tell the truth.
I told her that she was a liar, and then she said, well, my sister, blah, blah, blah. We were talking on the phone.
She likes to embellish. What am I talking about? She doesn't embellish the truth. She just likes to lie to people. What am I talking about? That was straight from the Schmelt lady's mouth. But this is the story. And then they got married. And of course, as many people, when they get married, they go on their honeymoon. And they go on oftentimes a honeymoon when you've got gold nugget bracelets. You might go on a very lengthy, elaborate honeymoon. That includes a lot of
Bahamas,
Bahamas, Hawaii. Maybe you go to the Bahamas and then you fly to Hawaii. Maybe you go to Italy. Maybe you roam around the Parthenon in Greece. You do something. What's that down there? Munchkin ran to it. I think it's just white. You run to. Maybe they go to the Parthenon in Greece.
Pick it up.
I think it's just lettuce.
No, it's not lettuce.
Oh, it's not? You do a good job. Anyway, but all I know is I'm not exactly sure at this late date where they went, But I know they went somewhere
I think
fancy.
they went to, like, the
fancy. I
Bahamas
think
and
they were
Morocco.
on the islands.
Aruba. I think they went to
Aruba and Mexico.
So fancy wedding, fancy
wedding, lengthy, fancy
Yeah, they were gone for a
honeymoon.
while.
They were gone
They
like
were gone
3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was gone. There was like a 3-week
So
honeymoon.
so look,
you know that honeymoon where when you come back, you can't believe you're gonna have to actually go back to living like a
work, to be
regular
normal.
person,
Right.
You know, where you might have to cook a dinner. I gotta cook? What the hell's going on here?
Well, it was
I
that-
gotta actually put my pants on and go to work?
Hi, Joseph. So it turns out that they were dating like the same time we were dating. We got married like a year after they got married.
Yes. It was
And
an
then-
afterward.
So one day your mother called you up.
Like, we
came
weren't
back.
invited to her second wedding.
No, she got married.
And she got married again. She's remarried, but like, maybe I'm spoiling the story here, but I think I mentioned they're not
Yeah, well,
married
now you
anymore.
did spoil it. but
I'm
it's
just
all right.
spoiled, but
Who cares? Good.
But this is the part that's the spoiler. So they returned from their honeymoon. Very romantic, very lengthy. And I guess that night they came home and, you know, it's a long trip. They fell into bed or whatever.
No.
They go to sleep.
No.
It was. They got up the next morning.
Remember, this is according to his mother, and
According
she's
to
a
my
liar,
mother.
so we don't know.
They fell asleep. They got up. They did their things. It's still a weekend. They haven't gone back to work yet. They never even checked the mail. There's a lot of mail. You know when you're not at your apartment for like, or your house
have
for
to go
like
through the mail.
weeks. You're like, there's going to be, you know, the guy just keeps coming and stuffing shit in there. So he just keeps
Hi,
stuffing
Lincoln.
mail in
Happy
there.
Easter.
So I don't know what was going on the honeymoon. I don't know what was happening on the honeymoon, what was doing, whether they had a fight, anything like that. I don't know. But they came back. According to my mother, this is how it went down. And I
cleaned
say
the
how it went
sheets,
down.
right?
There were many things. This is like very much like JFK's assassination. There were many theories, many conspiracy theories, many different angles. Jim Garrison was making speeches in court. There's a whole lot of things going on here, but this is what I hear. She decided to, like, my cousin decides to change the sheets on the bed. So the bed is stripped, and they have a plethora of other sheet sets that can go on the bed.
No, they just got married. They got all the free sheets.
They got the free sheets. So she put
Hi,
on the
Karina, happy
fitted
Easter to
sheet.
you.
They have all the free sheet sets, you know, that come with the shower. You know that shower where you don't get clean, they just throw a lot of boxes at you, and they make a hat made up of things for you to put on later on when you're getting married. That kind of shower. So they had all the sheet sets. So they're putting on the sheet. She puts on the sheet. She put on the bottom sheet. I guess she put on the fitted
And
sheet.
she's like doing this.
So she's got the flat sheet, which, you know, you usually have to go like this. And so that it's like putting on a tablecloth where you go like this and you're flapping it. And I guess apparently George came in from outside. He came in and
that
he
shower.
sat on the bed with the fitted sheet.
On the end
and
of
he's
it.
on the end of it in the corner. And next to him, he grabs the remote, or he grabs a remote. He has the remote control. They have a TV in the bedroom. Remember the days before flat screen TV, before panel TVs? This was a TV. So when you had one in your bedroom, it was a big piece of furniture usually. So, like, he's got the remote in his hand, and he puts on the TV, and he's got the remote in his hand. So, and he's looking at the mail. So he's got one hand, he's got the remote. The other hand, he has a pile of mail, and he's using the remote hand to flip through the letters, and he's flinging the letters on the floor as he goes through them. And she's talking to him, apparently chattering away. This, again, according to my mother, she was chattering away to him, talking to him, asking him many questions, one question after another. Maybe she's asking him like the secret of the universe. Maybe she's asking him where he wants to go for dinner. Maybe she's asking like, do you like this sheet set? And maybe she's talking about the honeymoon, but he just keeps staring at the mail and changing channels on the television set. And she's getting a little annoyed. She's getting a little PO'd.
Because he's not answering.
She's getting a little PO'd. So she starts flapping that sheet.
And she's hitting
So she's kind of like flapping the sheet out. And it's like, and you know, the sheet's hitting him on the shoulder. It's hitting him in the back. She's like going... It's like landing on top of the back of his head, back of his neck.
And she's trying to go to
and
the
she's
mail.
going, George, I'm talking to you, George. I'm asking you a question. And she's still flinging the sheet. But now she's flinging it not because she's trying to get the sheet just right to put it on the bed. She's flinging it because she wants to like hit him in the back of the neck with it. She's like trying to hit him with the sheet. And he's like this, and he's like, he throws the letters on the floor, and he says, and he starts to tell her, and she's like worse and worse. She's flinging the sheet towards him. And you know, it's that like he finally throws the rest of the mail on the floor and turns around like this with the remote in his hand to start to yell, to basically yell, "What the hell are you doing back there?" To which she said, "You know, there's a corner of the sheet."
Right in the eye.
Right in the eye. He turns back around and goes like this. He's got in his hand one thing, the remote, which he went, flung it over his shoulder. And the remote control apparently went, according to my mother, right here on the forehead to the new wife. Remote. He was like, and then
why is everything slow motion?
Back and to the left. Back and to the left, like that. She fell back, fell on the floor, apparently. That's what my mother said. I'm going by what she said. She got knocked off. She got knocked off her feet, Ann. She got knocked off her feet. Everybody, he's grabbing his eyes, she's grabbing her head, and that was it. It was over. They were divorced within
That was
a
the
month.
last time we
That
ever
was it.
heard
The last
of
time we
George.
ever heard of George.
That was it.
The end. That was it. We were like,
Thank
that's
you.
it? They're getting divorced because he threw a remote control at her? And she hit him in the eye with a sheet. If you've all heard divorce stories, I bet you never heard one where people got divorced because one guy got hit, because a guy got hit in the eye with a sheet, and a woman got hit in the head with a remote. That was it. Over. Gone. The whole ended. Divorce. Safe. That's it. It's over.
April, happy
She
Easter.
slid into home plate,
Yeah, there's a lot of
and it was
green
over.
pies here. A lot of green pies here.
The end of the relationship. The relationship ended with this. What do you want?
See, I don't remember it like that. I thought the story was they came back from their honeymoon.
Why?
They came back from their honeymoon and they didn't go to sleep yet. She was making the bed. He was going through the lawn.
Maybe it was the first night.
Look, they had come home. They'd just come home. They had just come home. She was making the bed. She cleaned the sheets. They'd been gone for weeks. And then he was going through the mail. They had a pile of mail.
Brained by remote, great music
marriage
band
is
says.
bliss.
Marriage is bliss. That's how your marriage ends. We never heard of anybody else who got divorced because of throwing a remote. But it was like a freaking boomerang.
I think that their honeymoon was a little too long.
Over the shoulder.
So poor George. Poor George, we never saw him again.
Head.
We never saw George again. Known him for years, and then all of a sudden he was gone.
That's the final boss of all George stories. They both lost memory from this and married other people.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
right.
Raven.
They
It's
did.
Better,
He
it's
got
always
married
better
too.
to be not be together than be together if it's going to be.
Better to be not together if you're going to hit each other with sheet corners and remote controls.
Look at Skylar. Skylar said, so that's all I had to do to end my marriage? Oh, my God.
Pro remote control, Skylar.
Yeah, adios, George.
Or hit him in the
That was the
face.
end of George. We never saw him again. They tried to kill him with the smelts. That didn't work.
They tried to not.
It
They
was the
tried to get
sheet
rid of
that
him with the
does it.
schmelts. It was the sheet and the. It was
Remoterang.
a boomerang. Remoterang. It was like he was like an Australian. He was like a guy in the outback hunting a kangaroo.
And Anthony's like, hit and to the left. Hit
Back
and
and to the left. Back and to the left.
We saw Jag today. When we went out to the doctor, we saw Jag.
Oh my God, that's other stories.
We haven't seen Jag in forever.
We haven't seen Jag in a while.
Tell the story of when we saw your mother on Crosby Avenue.
My mother on Crosby Avenue?
We lived in the Bronx at the time, and so did she.
Oh, what is this?
Wait, so we walk up. She's with her friend. The friend goes into the store. I'm like, oh, how you
23
doing?
Skidoo.
How you doing? We just happened to be on the street together. Like, we went separate, but we didn't know we were meeting up, right? We just saw her on the street.
No, it was just a coincidence.
And I said, her name was Jean. And I said, Jean, what's going on over here? Because her lipstick was like this. It was red, real ruby red.
My mother had a little bit of like...
And it was like she had never done that
She had a little Emmett Kelly thing going on over here.
She never did that before. So I was like, what's going on? And Anthony's standing behind her. Go ahead,
She was
tell
like
me.
a little Miranda
I was
sings
like,
before
oh my God,
Miranda
someone's got to
sings.
tell her
Little
because
Emmett
it's
Kelly.
embarrassing. Something's wrong.
So
you
then
know?
it was like,
I thought maybe
what's
she
going
lost her
on with
mind.
your
I was
mother
like,
over
Anthony,
here?
something's wrong. Why did she do that? It wasn't just a little bit. It was like out here. I was like, oh my God, something's wrong with her. Like something was really wrong.
Then
I
that
was
was
worried.
thinking like that she was
Like,
having
what's
like
wrong
a
with her? Like mental or
like she was
something.
having some sort of like a seizure
Unless her
or
friend
something.
told her, I don't know. I was like,
Her
do you have a
friend
mirror?
told her like
I know there's a mirror in the bathroom.
My mother had very thin lips.
Yes.
She's what she could have used. She could have used some lip filler.
So I walked
But
up to
they
her and I
hadn't
was like,
invented it yet.
what's going on over there? What is all that
What's going on
lipstick?"
over there? So I'm standing.
He's standing behind her.
I was standing behind my mother, and Danette's facing her. So like,
And
here's
didn't
my
know
mother.
I was gonna say
or down
anything.
here, rather, I should say. Down here, she was shrinking. Remember that part of the stories? She was getting smaller and smaller as the years went on. So she's standing over there. Happens when you kiss and it smears. So she's standing over there. She's over here in front of me, and like I'm towering over her. Danette's over there, and she's going,
I'm across from
"What's
her.
going on over here?"
I'm like, what's
My
going on?
mother's
What's
like,
up
"What do
with
you
your
mean?"
lips?
And I'm looking at Danette over my mother's head and going.
I
she
ignored him.
"Well,
I
you
was
know,"
like, somebody's got to say something.
She goes like this. She goes. This one goes like this. You smeared the lipstick all over the
all
top
over
of
your
your
face.
your face.
It's all over.
I'm behind my mother going. My mother turns around and looks at me, and I'm like,
He's trying to tell me to shut up. He's like, shut up. What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. She's very violent.
What do you think she's going to do?
She's very frightening. I don't want to, like, freaking stomp you in the middle of the street.
She can't stop me. I was taller than her.
That's right. I forget. She was already very small by that time.
And then, but what she did, she goes, but then she took it off immediately. She got a tissue and she took it off immediately.
And I was like, that's all you had to do?
And then when she took it off, I go, you look so much better. See, now you're pretty. That's what I said. That's no good. You can't put it on.
Then that
like
makes everything better.
No, I said, now you look good. That's too much. It was a bright red, and it was like over here. It was ridiculous. I didn't know what happened to her. I was worried about her.
Lincoln Roll, Jay-Z over here, he remembers. I wonder if Ant will say anything in relation to a visit to Lobster Box.
Oh, my God.
You remember the Lobster Box visit?
What a pain in the ass.
I had a good time, man.
You
But
could have
please,
been,
never
wait,
again.
You've been in what? You could have been whacked with a purse, yeah.
She could have got a purse whacking.
I don't know, Raven. I don't know why she did that. I don't know. She never did it again. I never saw her with that lipstick on
No,
there
she never
ever
did it again.
Probably because I told her. I said, you don't look good. It doesn't look good like that. Something's wrong.
Danette did the honest thing, and it
I
worked.
told her. I said,
that never worked for me.
I told Anthony,
lying worked better with me, with my mom.
No, it's better to tell the truth if you have someone's back. I would want someone to have my back.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
What it's with a twist. Oh, with a twist.
With a twist.
Oh,
who said that one? With a twist.
Lincoln roll.
That's right.
She goes like this to the waitress.
Because it was like this.
Like this with a twist.
We were at but no, you have to do the flourish, the Jean flourish. It was like this. Because when we would go out, we were at, what restaurant was it? It wasn't Lobster Roll. It wasn't the Lobster
No, it
Pound.
was it wasn't
the Lobster Box. But it was, no, it wasn't the Bronx.
No,
it was Charlie Brown's.
Charlie Brown's. Lobster Box is the one where she ordered everything, like she would order the opposite. Like, you go to a place for barbecue, she would get a hamburger. You go to a place for, like, fish, she ordered it. She
ordered the steak. Every time I took a seafood.
We asked her,
my mother was always saying, I really want a nice piece of fish. And when you would take her to a seafood restaurant, she didn't order fish. She'd go in there and she'd order the steak.
Then she would steal all your food. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and then she'd take off of my plate. I never finished anything when it was with her.
Oh, thank you, Raven. Run amok. Raven says, Danette, I love that about you. Honesty, looking out for others' best interest. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I tell that to Anthony. I said, I don't want any of that crap where, you look beautiful. When I put something on and it looks good on me, okay, fine, if that's what you think. But if you think it doesn't look good, I need you to tell the truth. Because if you don't tell the truth, then I'm going to go out there in the world and I'll look like a jerk. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I need you to be honest with me. I don't get offended. I would rather know before I go. You know what I mean?
That's right. She wants to know before she goes.
I do that with Anthony. I say, you're not wearing that, are you? I go, you're not wearing that, are you? But you don't have anything bad.
But the thing with that was
cruel to be kind.
Yeah, the story with the lobster box. She did that. That was we did take her to the lobster box and say, I really want a nice piece of fish here. Take mommy to
Let's
to
go
a
to
place
City
for a big
Island
piece of
to the
fish,
lobster
for
box.
a nice piece of fish. So I take her to the lobster box,
I'm
and she
so
goes.
Sorry, Melanie.
She goes.
Aw, my son and I are sick. Been in bed most all day, but still was able to hide his Easter basket in this morning. Oh, I'm sorry. The two of you are sick.
I feel bad. It's so bad. You forget that, like, no matter whether it's a holiday or what, life still goes on and people get, like, ill. Hope you have a good day anyway. I hope you're having a little bit of fun and a couple of laughs with me and my sweetheart over here. But, like, yeah, the lobster box. It was like we took her to the lobster. Oh, we're going to the lobster box. Really? Where's that? I said, it's on City Island, Ma. You know it's on City Island. I go to the lobster box. So we take her to the lobster box, and she orders everything on the menu non-seafood related. I was I thought you wanted a piece of fish. I wanted a nice piece of fish. I was like, what's a nice piece of what do you mean? Well, you got to get lobster. I said,
no, they didn't just have lobster.
They had other kinds of fish.
But we asked her beforehand.
They have other fish on the menu.
There's other restaurants in City Island.
Oh, it's good. I'll go there. Anywhere. I'll go there. So she's going like this.
UCLA won, Joe?
Boo, South Carolina.
Yeah, go ahead, Aunt. What were you saying?
So like she's like, sis, she's ordering all these things and she doesn't enjoy anything. She gets like a steak and it's tough. She's ordering a steak.
She was a pain in the ass.
She orders a steak. She orders like she did everything but order a hot dog as an appetizer.
Great music fan. I have friends like that. They go to a place that features one type of food, then order the opposite and kvetch and complain
about it.
Yeah, that's her. That's the way she was.
Yeah, she complained the entire meal.
And then we would say, you liked it, right? This is where you wanted to go. Because we would say, where do you want to go? And we'll pick a place to make her happy. And, like, we didn't want to go there. We went where she wanted to go. It's her birthday or Mother's Day or whatever.
Jerry says the schmelt very healthy, packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Sure it is, if you can avoid them bones.
Omega-3 acids, yeah. So
I'm like this. So the best part of that...
So we would go for her, and then she wouldn't order anything.
She wouldn't order anything. She's in the restaurant. She's like... And I keep trying to do that thing, because I'm like trying to make her happy. I thought I'd take her out for dinner and I'd make her happy. And she goes like this. I keep going, so you enjoying that, Mom? Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying
Do you
it. Then
remember
when
the
we
time-
left, I went like this, and I said,
Can never make
so
it
was
happy.
it
You
good?
always say that.
So did you have a good time, Ma? Did you enjoy dinner? It was good, but like it was all right. But never again, though. I'm like,
She never
the
could
never
say
again.
thank you.
She could never say. She never
could take
said
her
she
for
had a good
lobster,
time.
we could take her
Think of a lobster. Think of
anywhere.
anything. She get
There
the
was
opposite.
one place
then
that
she
she
complained.
liked. Do you remember that when we went with my parents to Easter and we went to the buffet?
Yes.
No, that wasn't even it. No.
My God.
The
it
place
was
in
the East-
Connecticut.
Oh my God! It was a fast food
Fast food
restaurant.
restaurant.
I took her to
So we
fast
wasted
food
all
restaurant.
that money all that
I
time.
waste all this money buying her, taking her to a lobster restaurant and getting her thick, juicy steaks. And I take her to a fast food restaurant, and she
Do you
says,
remember
"Boy,
that
do I
time-
enjoy this."
Do you remember that time we took her for barbecue? They had like every kind of barbecue, like, you know, they had any kind, like
Baby back
or whatever.
ribs and beef
And she
ribs.
didn't
and
want. She didn't
like,
want that.
She didn't want
Even
that.
though we already asked her.
There she ordered
And
the
she
fish.
ordered the fish there. And you don't order
ordered
fish
the
in a
fish.
barbecue place like that.
See what I mean?
Right? And then she like, in her hands, she puts her hands right into Anthony's plate. And she's eating Anthony's baby back. Do you remember that?
Yeah, she reached in for the
Like, she
baby.
thinks,
She
well, you
grabbed
know,
the
I could
rib.
just eat out
She
of your
grabbed
plate.
like 3 ribs with
She used
her
to drive me
hand, with her
crazy.
nails. I'll take a few of those.
Yeah, that's right.
She's eating my
That's right.
dessert.
I miss
She's
my
eating my
mom, too.
food.
I miss my mother so
Nuts.
much. My mother.
I miss
was
my
awful.
mother too, but I don't miss those times.
No.
And
She's a
then
character.
Jay-Z, Lincoln Roll is talking about, he remembers the twist. With a twist.
Oh, yeah.
That was the
twist.
one. We took her to another restaurant. We took her to Charlie Brown's, which has
that was
many
a long
more funny stories involving Danette's
gosh.
family. Because I don't think I took my mother to Charlie Brown's more than once or twice. So take her to Charlie Brown's and I don't know if the waitress scared the living shit
Hi,
out of
Jay
her.
Chulo. How
That
are
was
you? Happy
scared the
Easter.
daylights out of her or something. She literally jumped out of a seat. The woman came over and said, you know when they walk over to the table and they go, like, can I start you with some drinks? Like that.
Yeah.
It's literally
Can I get
almost
you something
every
to drink?
restaurant. They
Would
go,
you like
can
to
we get
start
you
with
something to drink?
appetizers?
Would you like
Hi,
to start
Nanny
with a
Lane.
drink or
How
some
are you?
appetizers? Would you guys like to start with a drink? And my mother
Who's
literally
Joe?
went like this.
Who's Joe 230008? What does that mean?
Joe, 230.
Joe 2 billion trillion million 8. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means, Nanny
I don't know
Lane.
what that means.
Nanny Lane, are you
We have
watching some kids?
We have
Is it
someone
Joe?
who gets mad at a present you buy them and walks off pissed off and telling them you two that is it for me? Oh my God. Actually, your mother was like that too. She didn't like
Yeah.
the gifts. Do you remember that?
That's a story. That's my mom's story
Really,
too at
Joe?
Christmas time.
Oh, Joe Moosey.
With that gift,
So listen.
gift from her friend Lorraine,
Her neighbor right next door.
where she wanted to throw it out the window.
One time she gave us slippers and a nightgown and she was so mad.
Sidebar right
She was
now.
so mad. Joe 23 game over. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Nanny Lane, no spamming the chat with
I don't know what it
unnecessary oddball
Thank you, Mr. Metalhead.
questions.
Thank you,
Mr.
Virginia.
Metalhead. Thank you,
I just don't
Virginia.
know what that means. And there it
No
is again.
spamming the chat with nonsense.
All righty.
So if you need to be removed, we'll remove you to the ante room. Thank you, Mr. Metalhead.
I agree, hon. Love these stories and the way Anthony acts it all out. So funny.
First, that's a double sidebar. It was Christmas time, and my mother's getting gifts. You know, like people are handing you gifts. I mean, they're giving you something for free. Everybody wants something for free,
No, but
right?
it's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts,
It's the
even if you
thought.
don't like the gift. It's something for free.
Hi,
Everyone's
Paul
giving you
McDonough,
something
how are
for
you?
free. My mother goes like this.
Talk like your mother.
Oh, I will. I will be.
agree, hon.
Yeah, I don't like
I
this.
once bought handcuffs to stop falling out of bed.
So, it was one Christmas when her friend came over and, her friend, she had a friend, and it was her friend, like an actual friend that, she saw all the time.
Yeah,
Am
she
I
was
right?
a neighbor. They
She
were
was a
good
neighbor.
friends.
They were good
really
friends.
good friends.
They will, check on each other to see if each other is alive and all of that.
Yeah.
Go out together, go to places together, go to the, rec room, play cards. like watch TV together, talk about each other's children, like badmouth me, you know, the whole 9 yards. So some friend, this woman gave her a present, and she's sitting there, and I don't know what it was, but man, was she in a grouchy mood that Christmas. She was sitting there, and she opens up the thing, and she's like, she opens up the thing, and it was like, yeah, usually my mother was, as Danette said,
nice.
My mother was usually very delightful on the holidays.
On the holidays, every other time.
She was delightful, especially especially like tangential holidays. Like she was very delightful on Easter,
right.
on Christmas, on the 4th of July. She was very friendly. But like this one time, Christmas time, she was always in a good mood. She opens up a package from her friend, and she looks at it, and it's like a robe and slippers. It's like a pair of a nightgown and a pajamas, a pair of robe and slippers. They were brand new. And she looks at the thing, and she goes like this, and she goes, and it was like, I don't think I ever saw anybody look that angry in my life. Why did she buy something like this? You know how many slippers I have? And she's looking around like she wants to throw it out the window. Like she was on the 12th floor. Like she wanted to smash through the window and throw it out the window. It looked like she wanted to get up, run, jump through the window, and carry them down to the pavement with her. That's how angry she looked. Get these out of my hands. She hands them to Danette and tells her, put them underneath a stove or something. I was like, anyway, so in Charlie Brown's, the waitress scared the living daylights out of my mother by asking if she wanted anything to drink. The woman came by, would you guys like to start with drinks? And my mother's reaction was this.
She did. She looked up. Remember, she was short.
I'll have a
seltzer.
So
she looked all the way up.
With a twist. Like this.
That's how she did it.
Twist.
That's how she did. Now, keep in mind, she was a waitress.
And I had a Diet Coke,
right,
I believe, that day.
It was slippers? Oh, my God. For real, Virginia? Hi, Katie Fernandez.
And I can add, without even knowing I was there, Katie, how you doing from the old neighborhood? Happy Easter. And I can add, without even remembering it, that Danette said, and 3 glasses of water. That's Danette in every restaurant. And we'll also have 4 waters for the table. And we'll also have 2 waters. And we'll also have 5 waters.
Water for everybody.
She's always water for everybody. My mom was awesome. I miss her. She was a nuclear New Yorker and had had a filter, but backed in the corner. Then God help you.
Yeah, right. How was she as a waitress? I never saw her waitress, to be honest.
I did. You want to know what she was like as a waitress?
Right? When you were
want to know what she was like as a waitress? She was that waitress that was like, she's that waitress that's like like a movie waitress, like sassy. Like she'd come up to you like this. She'd make jokes with the guy. The guy sit down. He's ordering the meatloaf. She'd go, "How are you, Joe?" Blah blah blah. She'd make the small talk, and then when she'd turn around, she'd be like this, and roll her eyes about the guy. But then she'd come back and be sweet as pie again.
Don't you remember you used to say she was so nice to everybody, but you? Do you remember?
My mother was the most pleasant person in the world.
So many friends.
She was one of those people that like is unerringly charming to everybody but me.
And not to me.
Not so much to Danette. But like not to me. Unerringly charming. She's one of those
because they didn't have to do that. That's
they
what
didn't
she
have
to
do that. Now I've got the now Danette will often tell you I have I do. It's my job to be nice. She was always charming to everybody. She was like that. And like I like to make a joke about it like Danette often says, see, now my mother had the partial package. She was charming with almost everybody. Now I like to say I have the full package because Danette often like says things like this to me. Do you not? You go like this. How did you get that to happen? Or how'd you get that person to do that? And I always say, well, it's because I'm incredibly charming. Everybody just automatically wants to talk to me. Now Danette is really good at that on YouTube. Not so good at that without the camera.
Hey, what do you mean by that? Like,
isn't that good?
Tell me what you mean.
Like Danette always said, like she will always say things like, how come your doctor is laughing hysterically and making jokes with you?
Wait, you got to hear what that person said. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
We just have to read that.
What is it? What a
Thank
shitty
you,
way to talk
Virginia.
about your mother. Go to hell, says Stacy Fowler. Go to hell. She's my mother.
Yeah, we loved
the woman.
my mother-in-law.
Yeah,
and we're just making jokes. Apparently, you can't take a joke.
That's my mother. My mother would.
Thank you, Virginia.
My mother also. That was quick.
That was very quick.
See that one? I own it. When I make gags about my mother, they're all based on
true
facts.
Stories. Yeah.
Do I
Nothing's made
embellish
up.
occasionally and maybe
Yes,
exaggerate
but
mannerisms and things? But a lot of the things I say are made up.
That thing with the lipstick was really true, and I was really helping her. And she really was mad that the neighbor bought her slippers.
Yeah,
I don't know
she
why.
was. She looked like she wanted to throw it out the window.
We took her out to dinner. She was a very ungrateful person.
She was.
I mean, I'm telling the truth. I tell the truth.
My
mother was the opposite. If I gave this to my mother, she'd be
holidays.
thanking me 100 times over. It would be
the
so
same
different.
way that I would tell you. My mother was the same way I tell you these stories.
Exactly,
is that like she was delightful on the holidays?
Yes, that's when I loved
this
her
was
most.
The reason we remember the story about her with the gift was because she was not like that at Christmas. That was a weird summon. That was almost like a glitch in the Matrix.
Oh,
it was like someone had like spiked her drink or something. Because
Anthony,
that wasn't what she was like. She was always grateful for every present.
Can we just address something here? I never thought, you guys don't know us, right? Because we have been on the live stream now for about 4 years, right? And this is all in good fun. And people here are friends, and they know we don't mean anything negative really about it. We're just telling a story, right? So the idea that any of you would get offended is like, that's not what we wanted to do, because we love our parents, and why they stay alive in our minds is because we talk about them. All three of them.
You want me to not talk about it?
And that's the truth. That's the truth. Everybody's quirky. Everybody's got their ups and downs. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Anthony's not perfect.
Because one of the reasons when I tell these stories,
we talk about it because that makes them still be alive. That's the whole point. They're not here with us. Today's a holiday. I wish my parents were here. The memories of my brothers and my parents and my aunts and uncles that are all gone, including your mother.
Yeah. When I tell stories about all of them, I tell stories about all of them. That's what keeps them alive in my head.
Absolutely. And this
like,
is what
I
makes
remember
it fun
because
for us.
I tell these endless array of goofy, sometimes horrifying stories. I tell these stories, and these people live like vividly in my mind.
How are you?
They live. I remember these things like it's yesterday. Aren't you the same way?
Yes.
When you hear me, sometimes I will tell funny stories about Danette's mom and dad. Danette loves her mom and dad amazingly. And even sometimes when I tell stories about my mother, she'll laugh and laugh and laugh, and then she'll get a little teary-eyed because she'll go like, you just made me like picture them right here. Yeah. She said that to me not that long ago. Just recently. I don't remember where we were, but you said that. I was telling some story about your mother and father, and I was talking about them. I was roasting her mother and father and making her laugh her ass off.
We're not
and then she got teary-eyed because she said, you just made me feel like they were something like, you just made me feel like they were right around the corner.
Exactly.
Like they're right here with us.
Because I really miss them
because I'm doing a thing that brings these people back to life.
Exactly. We keep the memories alive.
I can go to hell.
And they're not perfect people.
I'll see you there, Stacy. See you in the funny papers.
But our intention was never to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
But it's our stories, and it's true stories, and it's what happened in our lives.
Thank you, C5.
Like, someday I'm going to go through my pictures, and I'm going to show you some pictures, and you guys are going to die laughing. But, Anthony, remember one of the last things, don't tell them what it is, but do you remember one of the last things your mother ever said on her deathbed? She was angry.
Yes. First, I want to tell you what Link said. Look at what he said. Anne helps me.
Helps me with my mother.
With my mother. I showed her DNA once, and she seemed angry. Mothers maybe might not automatically like the Anthony stories. As told, absolutely. These stories are told Oh, love. What did you want? What were you going to ask me to do?
Wait, Virginia said it's like a comedy act. Like it's like all in fun and laugh. That is what comedians do, and Ant is one. Thank you, Virginia. That's right.
I'm trying to make people laugh. I'm not trying to make people
listen.
Cry.
Listen, if I went on a stage, it would just be. It's like comedians take real experiences and they incorporate it in their jokes. That's not a lie. That's true.
Yeah.
And if Anthony wanted to make jokes, like you don't get so serious about it. We're not disrespecting her. We loved her. We loved Jean. She's Anthony's mother. We respected her, and she was a little quirky. That's all.
And I don't know why. I don't want to blow. I'm not going to blow my own horn, but I'm going to tell you the truth.
Hi, Deborah.
I like making people laugh.
Somebody told Anthony to go to hell.
Yeah. I like making people laugh.
Talking about
everybody knows that. All of you guys know that.
Yeah.
I like making people laugh. My goal in life, one of my main goals in life is to make Danette laugh.
Yes.
And the other thing is that I like making people laugh, but Danette has seen it with her own eyes.
Thank you, Virginia.
I can do the opposite. I can make people cry.
Yeah, he could.
I've done that too. I actually made speeches and did things in the past elsewhere where I've made people like tear up, walk out of the room, cry, because that's good. That's living.
Right, exactly.
Sadness.
Anthony has definitely done
sadness
that.
And humor.
You guys don't know. Anthony's like a writer. Anthony's a writer,
hope.
So
these are the things that make us human beings.
Exactly.
That's why we're alive.
We're real people that deal with real things.
Adventure, love, friendship, romance, like laughter. This is what people live for. Yes, you need food, you need water, you need air, but like those things turn pale and tasteless on your tongue without the rest of the things in life that you need.
Absolutely. My parents, let me tell you something. My parents, if you would think I was crazy the way I loved my parents, the way I did, we were so close, and Anthony was close to them. But were they perfect? No, they were human beings. I got mad at them several times. It's not like, I'm not going to put them on a pedestal and say that they're perfect. They're not. And they wouldn't want me to say that anyway. And I'm not perfect, and neither is Anthony.
Let me tell you, all these stories I told me, I almost never had fights with my mother, but I probably should have.
Yeah.
That's on me.
Because Anthony
I was too timid around her.
Was too timid, and that was a long time
Now, on the
ago,
other hand, I don't regret the fact that, like, ask your father, ask the story when you talk about like your father, like you said, were they perfect? Your parents?
No.
Let me tell you, who had some of the most horrific, vicious fights?
You and my father.
Me and her father.
But they
were the
most
most vicious fights.
Because my father
Nothing
would
ever
fight.
physical, but like verbally.
No, my father would fight, and then he would say, all right, let's forget it. That's it. It's over.
Let's forget it.
Let's move on.
More than once, we literally shook hands
it's over.
And said, like, okay, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's
and
it.
That
The
was
story's over.
Right.
And then 5 minutes later, I would be saying something, he'd be saying, and we'd all be laughing.
Then we would be laughing, and it would be
So let me tell you. So
That's true.
I can tell you, like, we had horrifying fights. And yet that man meant so much to me.
Absolutely.
I didn't know my father. So Danette's father was actually the only father figure I ever really had in my life.
And at his funeral, that was one of the best things you had ever said. And you had people tearing. It wasn't my brothers that did it. It was Anthony that did it. That got up there and said something. And the people in the room, the relatives, were tearing up.
Your relatives are tearing up. One of Danette's relatives, who was also passed since then, walked up to me and said after I spoke at his funeral, and walked up to me and literally went like this, took my hand and said, you did such an honor to him. You wanted him so much. Everybody should be great. Your family is grateful to you.
And she said, you're a real man. That's what she said.
You're grateful to you. You're a real man. It's like other people spoke.
Exactly.
I did it. I wasn't even a relative.
What a good guy. That's the way to do it. Acknowledge feelings, move on. He led.
Move on. Exactly. You move. You move on. You move on.
Anyway, so we have lists of stories of things that happened.
Lists of stories.
And I'm sorry.
Many of them revolve around my mom, and they are hysterical.
You can tell the story of the hot dog man. That was
the hot dog man.
Only stories.
The hot dog man. My mother is hovering around the edges of the hot dog man story
win.
because, as Danette said earlier,
Thank you,
Ed,
Ollie.
here's $5. Go get mommy some hot dogs.
Well, he lived
which
down
was
the block,
literally
and he
a
would
sack of
pass.
hot dogs.
He would pass. It was the carts with the two handles that you have to literally push it. The push carts with the big wheels. And he lived down the block from where Anthony lived. And he
When
would
you
have
live
to
down the
pass,
block from a
and
hot
you could
dog
smell
man.
the hot dog juice because he would put the hot dogs in the water and it would boil and cook while he was trying to walk.
In the morning, he had to go to Westchester Square.
Right.
We lived
And
not
so-
that far. We lived.
It wasn't
not
that close
far.
either, though.
It's pretty far for a guy to push a giant wagon.
Right.
You know, those were the hot dog carts that had the handle. You remember the days when they had a handle
'cause my
and
father
a
had
guy
one.
would like push it like this? They didn't like drag it behind them on a car. They pushed it. They pick it up it looked like a giant wheelbarrow.
James.
The original
Happy Easter.
hot dog carts. James, how you doing? The original hot dog carts where you pick them up with the handles
Yeah,
like
the
a
white
wheelbarrow.
handles.
And you'd push the thing, and it was like uphill and downhill all the way to
He did that
Westchester
every
Square.
single day.
The guy was like, I don't know, I can't tell how old he was, but he appeared to be approximately 200 years old. But he lived on the block for seemingly an interminable amount of time. Amount of time which is like, cannot be fathomed. Because when we moved there, when my mother moved to the Bronx with me, and I was a kid, I was a little kid, like hadn't even there was no. I was a little kid, and we lived on the other side of the street. I lived on two sides of that same block when I was growing up in two different houses.
You did, right?
So when I lived in the apartment building across the street,
was a
that was
small
when we
building.
moved there. It was a small apartment building. And the hot dog man was there then. And he looked old, but he was like made out of leather. He was completely, first of all, you picture the guy.
Because he stood in the sun.
He was made out of leather. 400 consecutive summers standing out in the sun, like giving guys hot dogs. I'll have 3. Like this, takes the hot dog out. He's putting the mustard with the stick, stick mustard, where you take the stick mustard and it goes like that. And then the onions, I'll have 3 with mustard and onions. And he's standing out in the sun for 400 consecutive years. 400 burning hot summers in New York on Westchester Square. The guy's out there for 400 consecutive summers like that. He looked like an old catcher's mitt. He was like made of leather. His entire face was made of leather. You couldn't fathom how old he was. Could have been 35, could have been 435. Don't know, can't tell. What's for dessert, says Apple. We got some chocolate. We don't really have any good dessert. Nope. We ate it when we came home from the bakery with that thing, with that pizza rustica. The guy looked like an old catcher's mitt. He was completely made. You have the Sanders. Brittany, thank you. She didn't buy these, but she turned us on to them by giving them as a gift one year. So he looked like he was made out of leather. He was like tanned. I mean, literally tanned, like you tan some leather. They'll make a pair of shoes. So he's like a worn out like first baseman's glove. And that was the guy that my mother used to go like this, go downstairs and get mommy some hot dogs for lunch. Because he'd start pushing the hot dog. It'd be like 11 in the morning. And he'd start pushing the cart up. He'd be pushing the cart up, right? What did I tell you? Like 10, 11 in the morning.
It would be like 11.
So he'd start pushing the cart up. And he lived up the block.
You can smell the hot dogs.
My mother, she didn't need to smell. She had a nose like a bloodhound. She could smell it. I couldn't smell it. But then again, she'd hang out the window. My mother was from Harlem.
She was waiting for those hot
when
dogs.
You're from Harlem, much of your life is spent hanging out of the window. I bet you didn't know that. That's a quick sidebar. Much of your life is spent like this, with the window open, the sash open, the screen open, so you're letting in all the flies and mosquitoes. That's why we were constantly scratching throughout the year. And you lean on the windowsill like this to see what's going on in the neighborhood. And my mother would spot him in the distance. In the distance, she'd see the guy loading up his wagon. And so he'd start boiling the hot dogs up at the top turn of the block. And my mother would go, the hot dog man is on his way, Ed. Please, run downstairs and get mommy a bunch of hot dogs. And he's like, how many? How many you want? Give me, here, take a $5 bill, whatever that covers.
And let me ask you something.
Bill. And then go like this. I'm going to go and get some hot dogs.
So listen.
Hot dog man, stop here. I'm over here to pick up some hot dogs for you.
I want to ask you something. So the hot dogs were done, and when he got to the square, they were already done.
They were already done. He's already boiling them. Up the block, he starts boiling them right up the block. He fills his cart with water. He starts throwing the hot dogs in there, and they were already cooked enough for my mother to eat them and for me to eat them. Go get mommy about 20 hot dogs. Here's a $5 bill or $2, whatever it costs.
And then remember,
I don't know how old it was. A long time ago.
Wait, you know what the story is? Then later on that night, that's like 11. Then it's 6 o'clock at night.
I come back and she
he could smell.
You come back with the hot dogs, and then she would take the bag, and they always open up everything by tearing the bag.
Yes.
I remember someone else told us in the chat once. That was my mother. Always with she would tear open two things my mother teared open. Chinese delivery of spare ribs. You tear open the bag and all the grease water drips out. All the spare rib grease drips out on the table. That she doesn't care.
Oh my God,
grease just comes flowing out on the table. She has to tear the bag open. She'd tear the bag of hot dogs open, and all the hot dogs would tumble out all wrapped up, and she'd start just like shoving a hot dog in. Yeah, one in each hand. And we're eating hot dogs. I'm a pudgy little kid. I'm eating one hot dog after another. Because for some reason that day my mother decided she wanted a hot dog.
You're going to New York City? When are you going to New York City?
You can eat any amount of hot dogs you want. Who's going to New York City? Lakeisha?
Lakeisha, Devante.
That sounds good. Tell us when you come.
Anyway, so go ahead.
So I'm eating all these hot dogs. You're eating the hot dogs, and it's like and now you're all hot dogged out, obviously, because it's like how many hot dogs?
You had them
like
that day.
That
you don't
once
want
a
any
week
more.
of hot dogs. And this is what happened every day. So the guy would go up there. He would broil himself in the sun on Westchester Square. Sometimes my mother would have to take me, and we'd have to walk up to the square. Come with mommy. We're going up to the square to go shopping at Dwarfs. That's also where she got her Chinese slippers. Another story. She has to walk up to the square. Come with mommy up to the
with
square.
the bread. They always ate the bread.
Dwarfs, which was actually called Dorfs.
Did you eat all the bread? Did you eat
Absolutely.
all the hot dogs? Anthony was a pudgy kid.
I was a pudgy kid.
Oh my God, his cold cut sandwiches make me want to throw up.
Let me tell you,
my gosh.
in my life, there have been times I've been everything from rail thin.
Yeah, too skinny.
I mean, almost too skinny, where it was pathological.
Bones sticking out.
I've been everything from rail skinny,
Maybe
literally,
have an eating problem.
to way bigger than I am right now. Way bigger.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, maybe not way bigger.
But
bigger.
Well, you
bigger
were
than
bigger
this.
because you.
I was bigger than this. I lost a bunch of weight. But I've been in the yo-yo. Then when I was dating Danette, I got real freaking like Action Johnson type of like thin, and Danette was like oh, Anthony, you're looking pretty good. You got really thin. Stop losing weight. I don't want you to overdo it.
Well, tell the rest of the story. So then at 6 o'clock at night.
Anyway, 6 o'clock at night, after he's baked and broiled himself in the sun, and my mother and I walked past him while he was in like Westchester Square because she had to go shop at Dwarfs, a store for little people. She had to go shop at Dwarfs. And so we go back. Sometimes maybe we go to Woolworths because you had to get your 5 and 10 cent things. I remember my bologna sandwiches in the lunchbox every day with my Miracle Whip smile face on the bread. My dad made them. I love them. You had a great dad who Miracle Whipped you.
Sharing that. I love the sharing of the stories of the parents.
I love bologna sandwiches. I think Danette loves them even more.
Yes, I do, but
I love adult bologna. I love that mortadella.
All right, so go ahead. So 6 o'clock.
So around 6 o'clock, the guy's got to push his wagon back. So he's got to push it all the way uphill.
So as he's pushing it back, he's
sunburned.
Tell the story.
He's brown. He's like the color of the. He's like this. He's like I don't know. He's like almost that color.
He was in the sun.
He had quite a tan, as they say. I never even heard his voice. I never heard this guy speak. I think he
just took your 5.
Like that. He takes
No,
money.
but what he had to do was he had to let out the juice, the water. You remember that? He used to let the water out.
No, he would push
so
the thing
whole
up.
neighborhood wanted
So
hot
he would push the hot dog
You would
cart
smell
back,
hot
and then he'd
dogs hours
stop
later,
in
go,
front of his
"Mom,
house.
I think I want a hot dog.
He'd stop in front of his house, and he would let all the water out, all
be
this
all over
hot
the
dog
neighborhood.
boil water, and it would go right into the sewer.
Ooh,
He'd dump it down into the
hot
sewer,
dog.
and you start going like this in the house. You start going.
Later.
I don't know what's going on like that. Something smells like hot, I don't know what, but I'm craving hot dogs. Is someone cooking hot dogs? It smells like someone's boiling
you weren't
hot
allowed
dogs.
to let you
It's
told
just,
me
and then I realized it's just him dumping out the
He
boil
was
water
walking
up
and
the
dumping
block.
it out, letting
He's
it a little
dumping
at
it
a
out
time.
a little bit, and then he
Because he
dumps it
couldn't
in the
dump it.
sewer. He had to dump it all in the sewer in front of his house. It's hot dog boil water. All of a sudden, I know.
The Davis family's going to New York
earlier.
City.
When
Nice.
they're coming, we can't wait. That's such a great
Thank
idea.
you so much,
It's so good.
Melanie.
You're gonna have a good time.
Melanie's
You're gonna
got
have
the
a good
feels.
time. You got the
I'll
feels.
tell you a quick sidebar story from my father. My father was always working, right? And my mother worked. They both worked. They both had jobs.
What's that smell?
And as a matter of fact, when I was a kid, moms didn't work where we were in the Bronx. They were stay-at-home moms, but my mother worked. They both had to work. And one day it was my birthday, and I was in what is it called? Girl Scouts. And it was my birthday, and I didn't really know anybody very well because the Girl Scouts most of the kids in the Girl Scouts were from St. Benedict's, but I didn't get into St. Benedict's yet. I was still going to public school, waiting to get into St. Benedict's. There was no openings yet. So when I went there, I didn't know anyone. So I was kind of shy. I was really shy. It's so hard to believe this, but it's true. I was terribly, terribly shy. It was my birthday. And my father came in, and he went home early from work. And he came into the Girl Scouts with this gigantic, it was like the huge bottom. He made this gigantic cake. It was like, I don't know, maybe this big, like from here, like I'm saying. It
Almost
was
like
really
a wedding
big.
cake.
And it was like all ringdings, because that was my favorite thing, ringdings, as a kid. And it had the silver, do you remember the silver wrapper?
When ringdings were wrapped in silver foil with the blue piping on it?
Yeah, it didn't have like the plastic. And it was silver. So when he made it, he stacked it like the bottom, and then the next one till it got to the smaller amount. And it was so huge, and I'll never forget that as long as I live. That feeling I had sitting there, kind of sad, and my father walked in. And I remember telling my father years later, even before he passed, I said it was amazing that you made that, and all the girls went nuts. Like, you could have as many as you want, because, we left him there, right? But it was seeing him walk through the door on my birthday that I will never forget. I didn't even know that he knew where Girl Scouts was.
She's told me this story millions of times.
He never been in the Girl Scout room, and he's never been in St. Benedict's and all of that. And just him showing up with that was like the best thing ever. And yeah, remember years, hi Andre, do you remember years and years later when they had the gold ringdings? They had the gold.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know why they did that. Then for St. Patrick's Day, they had a green, Reynolds.
They would come
wrap.
out with the green ones.
The green one. It was only just the cover. It was still ringdings,
Jane Goodwin says hi CAK, and YouTube hides that comment. What do you think CAK means? There's nothing
Why
wrong
are we
with
talking about rats? Oh, because of one of the
because of the sewer story.
I would always pack a banana in my son's lunch and would draw funny cartoon pictures on it. Always would write, "I love you." He's 24. If I pack his lunch, I still do it. I love that. My father used to do that too. I told you that yesterday that there was drawers, and my father was one of the people that would draw. He used to draw me Donald Duck, and he would put it in our stuff. And actually, Anthony started doing that when we were dating. He would just leave little notes. I still have them, like "I love you" or "you're cute" or something. Remember it?
Yes, I do. That was when I would give
Hi,
a little.
Shrandino,
I would
how
give
are
a little,
you?
like little notes.
Hi, how are you
and,
from
like,
Germany? Good to see you.
Hey, Shredino, it's so good to see you. So good, someone joining us from Germany,
No,
from Hanover.
Andre, I've never tried the cakesters, but remember when I made that thing? It was like that consistency. Remember?
Did we not try Oreo cakesters
I never
once
tried
years
it.
ago?
No, I don't think it's that old, is it?
I think they've been around a while. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not I can't vouch for it.
You got to tell one more story. There's a lot of stories, but I'm dying for you to tell the bingo with the pizza.
Not the bingo. Come
that.
on.
Everybody loves that story. So speaking again about my parent, about Anthony's mother, we took her to bingo.
We took her to bingo, and like one of the things was
it isn't that day though. I don't think. So
no.
really
There's two different days.
Yeah, it's weird. YouTube is weird.
There's story.
It is.
There's stories about bingo where like Danette and I, for a little while, like Danette's mother turned us on to the idea of going to this bingo place, which was like, you know, when there's bingo in a school or like in a church,
a church,
like it's a church. It was a Catholic grammar school,
right?
Like that had like a church basement, and the basement has like they have like bingo on the top floor and bingo in the basement.
Yes,
and they'd have
the basement. The basement was where
got a bingo.
The basement was where, like,
that's good bingo.
The kids' bathrooms were, where the toilets are on the floor because you have to be like 4 years old to go to the bathroom.
Here we go.
And it was the lunchroom. We used to go to the lunchroom because my mother
sat in the lunchroom.
My mother couldn't go up the stairs. She was on oxygen at that point. We would take her to bingo. It would make her entire day. She couldn't wait to go on Thursdays, and she'd have the oxygen. And we'd take her to bingo. My father hated bingo.
No one's looking forward to bingo.
So we take my mother and we go like a couple of steps. She walked up and that was it. It was the cafeteria part. You have that like little kitchen in the back, and upstairs was the church, or whatever, right? And so we used to go downstairs and go ahead.
To go downstairs. So like we went. So like every once in a blue moon, Danette and I would go alone, but like most of the time we went with Danette's mom,
right?
Because her mother really wanted to go there.
And she wanted to get away from my
father. She wanted to get away from my father-in-law. She wanted to get away from her husband.
So she could be like
independent, buy herself a snack without having to worry about him like saying, "What do you got there, Marie? Can I take that?" Like that. Okay, here, you can have it.
She would get cakes and they had the little like snack size Snickers
make
and Milky
sandwiches
Way
for lunch, because there were two ways you could eat.
Yes.
You could because remember, this is at night. Bingo was at night, so it's like a night out, essentially. It goes from like 7:30 until almost like 11 o'clock, midnight, something like that.
I don't think it was that late, but go ahead.
But it was late enough,
right?
Like 11. I think
11,
it was 11.
Something like that.
I think it was 11, and then you open up the doors at like 7, and then you'd be there until like 11. And in the middle, they'd have the intermission,
right?
So intermission, but they had over there, like because it was the lunchroom, they had this little room off to the side, a little room that was where it was the snack bar. So it was like in there they had snacks. The lunch ladies are in there, and they'd have like little snack cakes.
They'd have the coffee. Everybody wants coffee.
Would be there. Everybody wants coffee. A lot of people drinking coffee and bingo
with the little tiny cups.
The coffee urn with the tiny cups, 25 cents. And they'd have the pot with the hot dogs boiling in it.
With hot dogs in it.
Hot with hot dogs. I mean a Farberware pot.
Yes.
Like. Wait,
and they never made enough of them. They only made like two
made enough of them. So they would throw 2 hot dogs in.
They didn't want to waste. So if you wanted a hot dog, you had to wait for them to actually cook it. I mean, there was like 50 people.
Had to wait for them to cook
only
it.
On our floor. Then upstairs was more.
And because they didn't have that much food, obviously there was just pastries and packaged things, coffee, some sodas. And a few hot dogs that you had to stand there and wait for. Pastries. If they made them, they had a finite amount.
So you could bring your own food.
They had
you didn't have to buy anything.
They had a pack of ballpark Franks, and that was it.
Yeah,
it was like that. If you were dying for a Frank, you got to put your order in early.
Andre.
But the big event of the night was always this. So, or you could bring your own food, right?
Thank you so much.
Or you could bring your own food. But that's another sidebar. But I'm going to go with this one.
Look, I show it up close. Go ahead.
Before we go to any sidebars, usually You could bring your own food. And
Right, you could
sometimes
bring
Danette's
whatever you
mother
want.
we'd bring like sandwiches.
We always brought sandwiches, not sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of times we
But
brought
sometimes
sandwiches.
we didn't know we were going at last minute, and then we said, we'll just get a hot dog. We always ate the hot
Get
dogs.
a hot dog or whatever. But the big event of the night for the general public at the bingo hall, there were two big events. Yeah, they had Snickers and Butterfingers, the candy
had all
bars.
the little snack size,
all the little
like at
tiny
Halloween,
candy
those
bars.
or even little
snack
tiny
size
ones.
candy bars, fun size.
Yeah, fun
That's
size.
the size, not the snack size.
No, but my mother
Fun
would bring
size.
some of them sometimes, the little ones.
And her mother would bring stuff too. And her mother would go and get like a Danish
Thank you,
in a
Lisa.
package. And
Yes.
she would arrange the
she wanted
Danish
her
in front of
coffee and
her
her thing,
with the
yeah.
coffee, and we'd have like a roll
Nobody bothered
out.
her. What do you want,
Nobody
Ma?
would
Whatever
bother.
you
What do
want, I'll get it
whatever
for
you
you.
want.
That's it.
So
You
we
just
had
get
the
it.
thing. She had the oxygen at the time.
Yeah.
So we had the thing. But for the general public in the bingo hall, the big event of the night was pizza.
Which
the
we
pizza
didn't
would
care for
arrive.
because it was cold.
It was always cold and a little floppy.
Yeah.
So you know how me and Danette are a little bit
We're picky.
chauvinistic
Yeah.
and picky about pizza. You know, like I can
They
eat
get,
a
like,
slice, but
boxes
like
of
whatever.
them, like maybe
they
10
get
boxes,
boxes,
and they'd
like
sell
5-10 boxes. And so a lot of people would hold off eating,
Right.
or they would snack.
They'd wait
They'd get a
till
hot dog, but they're still hungry because this is their dinner. They didn't come after dinner.
A lot of them
This
just got
is
a
their
coffee
dinner.
and waited for the
They
pizza.
got a coffee and they're waiting for the pizza, and the pizza came
Intermission.
during intermission.
Right, and the woman
And they
always
had,
gets
like,
on the
bullhorn and
announcer.
say, "The pizza's here. The
And then
pizza's
they would
here."
form a line, and
And they got their
everybody
pizza
got
from
pizza.
Luigi's.
It's so weird. We never got a pizza. Did my mother ever get a
Luigi's.
pizza? She might have
And
gotten
your mother,
one
I think,
once
once
to
got
try
a
it.
slice of
And
pizza.
she didn't like it.
She didn't like it. She thought it
Remember,
wasn't
we were
hot.
all from the Bronx.
They were all crazy about it
It's
being
also
hot.
Queens.
It has
We're
to,
all from the Bronx.
has to burn their tongue, or else
I
they
still
like.
don't know
oh,
what that pizza
They're all
tastes
nuts.
like. We haven't
They're
been
all
there.
nuts. They all want it super
Oh,
hot,
thank you, great
so it
Lisa,
burns
for
the
you.
roof of their mouth. So they're all going like this. The pizza's here, and that was a big event. It's a big event because they waited.
They waited
The
to eat
room
their
is
dinner.
packed with people,
Right.
and then there's another room upstairs packed with people
Right.
because people would come in here to get the snacks too from upstairs, and then
Exactly.
they'd run back with their plates to get back up before they said before. Like this. Oh, 69. And then they ring a bell, or they go like. There's different numbers had
Remember
different
they used
noises.
to have the smoking section?
And they had the smoking section.
Oh, that's another
There was
reason
the
why,
other thing
too. We
where the
couldn't go
guy would go
upstairs.
like there was a bingo.
Because my mother couldn't be
They
around the
got a
smoke.
bingo. There's a good
Remember
bingo
that?
in the smoking
No smoking.
section.
No smoking downstairs. Remember it?
Yes. Sometimes the bingo would be in the smoking section, and they'd announce it. They go, smoking section. Bingo.
We have a bingo.
We have
in
a bingo.
Smoking.
That person
right, so
would
go
go.
ahead.
That's good bingo.
That's a good bingo.
That's a good bingo. You have the lady on the loudspeaker go, 879 felt 712 Otis 69. That's good bingo. Go like
You're
that.
making me want to go
That's
now.
bad bingo.
Stop.
Sometimes they'd get it wrong and they didn't really have
Thank
bingo,
you.
and they'd go, that's bad bingo. That's a
And
bad
then people
bingo.
would get mad. Do you remember that? Because they already moved the things off because they just now I might have won. Do you remember they used to get mad
They would get mad.
if somebody was wrong?
God, hold your cards, please.
Hold your cards.
That's a bad bingo. And they're all like, these people, like they're playing for money. This is big bucks, maybe $20. They need this. Daddy needs a new half a pair of
bingo wasn't
shoes.
cheap. Do you remember
And bingo
every
wasn't
sheet
cheap.
we bought was like
And then when it was the
$20.
jackpot, like
It was for the
200
church,
bucks,
you know?
like $200 jackpot, they'd be
I
like,
won once, remember?
ah, yeah,
Oh,
that's
if you
it. She
win,
won
they
the
give you the-
200 bucks.
they give you the
They give
Maloik.
they give you the
They give you the
Maloik.
Maloik.
They give you the Maloik, the evil
They look
eye.
at you. Who are you?
They give you the. I can't do it because some of you
Don't
might
give
get bad
anybody the
luck.
Maloik.
I give you the fake Maloik with the
We
three
need a
fingers,
bingo
not a
night. Can
Maloik.
you imagine?
You can't do the
I wanna
Maloik
do a
because
bingo
God
night.
knows what
we
might
have to
happen.
be quiet. You guys wouldn't like it. You'd probably not watch because we would have to be quiet. You can't talk, especially the church. They're like
Quiet.
they're so mean. Some of them.
They were quiet. Bingo with the medals, says Juicy. Oh, that would be hysterical,
Oh
actually.
my God. So wait a minute. So go ahead. So tell the rest of the
So
story.
they go like this. So the big event of the night
it was
is the
every
pizza.
time we went,
the
every
big
week.
event is pizza, guys. The big event is pizza.
Everybody wanted the pizza.
Everybody wanted the. So many wanted the pizza. They come running like crazy.
Wow,
people.
2,730 in Staten, Italy. In Staten
Big
Island.
winner. The big
Maloik.
winner. The Maloik.
No, the Maloik.
The Maloik.
That's
You don't
the
want
Italian,
the Maloik.
the Italian, what is it called?
That's the evil eye. The Italian
no,
evil
the Italian,
eye. Sometimes you need the horn to guard against it. With the hunchback. Monica knows about that. The hunchback. Fawn, you know about the hunchback too, I bet.
Everybody's seen the hunchback.
Everyone knows about the hunchback inside the horn. You gotta have a little horn. Or is it a pepper? No one can ever tell.
And then you have to take out your damn it doll.
You gotta take out the...
You gotta take out your damn it doll.
Take out the
That Juicy
doll.
bought us.
It's the pat. You have to go. Yeah, there's the hunchback in it. The hunchback clown who like tries to like. Yes, they take Bingo seriously. They take out the damn it doll. Sometimes they take out the troll. Yeah, at Bingo they bring out the trolls. Tattoo and Bingo crew, says Apple.
Tattoo.
You go for tattoos.
Let's make
then
it
we all go
happen.
play Bingo.
Let's make it happen.
Then we all go
They
play
had
Bingo.
a punishment on practical just a bingo hall if they kept screaming out bingo and pissed all the old ladies. It was a stuff.
Yes.
Oh, that's mean because they used to get mad.
They go bingo, everybody gets angry.
Oh my God.
That's bad bingo. And everyone gets angry.
Okay.
They all want to
Savvy.
fight.
On the 19th? Oh my God.
Oh no.
You used yours on Friday?
No.
It specifically says, Apple, that you must grab the legs and or as I do, break
And
my
hit your
toe when
husband
I'm angry.
on the top of the head.
All right, so go ahead. I got
Trolls. I can give them out. Got the trolls. So this one night, we're all sitting around. It's like just the usual.
I think we got the hot dogs.
And
that
I think my mother was with us
Oh, well, then
that
she
night
made
too.
those sandwiches.
That was that's another
Oh,
sidebar.
my
That's
gosh.
after this. So we had already eaten. We had already really eaten.
We've eaten already.
So we obviously didn't eat.
We didn't get
and
the
we
hot
had the
dog.
pastries. We
Yeah.
weren't going to eat the hot dog. We had sandwiches.
Right.
We brought sandwiches. That's another sidebar. We brought the sandwiches.
Right, we would eat the
And
sandwiches
her
before
mother
bingo
had the
started.
pastries laid out.
We would go
'cause
early
Danette's
and
mom
eat
pre-bought
before.
pastries.
Right, but Anthony,
So did my
we would
mother.
eat the
And potato
sandwiches.
chips.
Do you
Little
remember?
tiny bag of potato chips.
Yes, they sold that too. And do you remember we used to eat the sandwiches before bingo started? We were hungry. We'd get there at like 7.
because I was starving at
Because dinner
7
was
o'clock.
yeah, you came from work.
These people are waiting till 10
They're
to
waiting
eat the
till 10.
sandwiches. See,
The
wait until 10.
malocachone.
The malocachone. That's right. So, like, they're waiting for the pizza. They're waiting for the pizza. When suddenly
and so
there's
they
this.
come up to the
There's
microphone.
suddenly this because they have a microphone and a
Yeah, the
loudspeaker.
bingo microphone.
And they go like this. It's in the room, the snack lady room over there. They're like this and they go. You know when they blow into the thing, boom, 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 and everybody turns their
That's
heads.
right, Jamie.
What's going on? Everyone turns their head.
No,
They're
first they
going
were like,
bum,
"What's
bum, bum,
taking the
bum, bum,
pizza
bum."
so long?
They're
Do you
all going
remember
like,
that?
"The pizza's not here yet."
taking a long
Because
time.
normally, as soon as they yelled break, like
They all
whatever the
start to
15
form
and a half
a
an
line
hour
to get
break,
the pizza.
and they start to form a line, but the boxes weren't there yet.
They weren't there yet.
And they hear this. They hear boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden a woman's voice comes on. You know, the screeching, whining sound when they put the loudspeaker up real loud.
Yeah.
And then the woman goes like this, and the woman goes, "We have some bad news." And you hear a groan. And they go like this. "The pizza's not coming tonight. Luigi's closed early." Oh my God. People start throwing things in the air. Papers go up. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Luigi's isn't coming tonight. The pizza, they closed early.
Closed
the pizza's not
The
coming.
pizza's not coming.
Please be
Oh my
calm.
God.
Everyone's
They
like
were, like,
not
jumping
calm.
out the
They were
windows.
decidedly not calm.
And they were starting
They're screaming.
tearing at the candies,
People like
grabbing the
tearing.
ones.
They people like It was like a bum's rush right up to the front of the snack bar. They're going like this, give me something, anything, give me, have a hot dog. I have to boil the hot dogs. We only have one left. Give me that hot dog, give me that. Like,
So they used
do you
to
have
have
a,
the
do you have a honey
candy
bun? Do you have a honey bun? Give me that Little Debbie. I'll take the Little Debbie. Give me a chip.
This is
Give me
what
the
they
chip.
did.
You have a Dorito.
What they
They're
did-
all like,
what they did is they
fighting
had
each
the
other. Little
candy.
old ladies are hip checking each
They
other.
didn't have a
into
lot
the
of
boards.
candy. They just had it on the counter, and you would just grab one. My mother would get like
These
3 or
people
4
were
of them, and we'd all
attacking it.
share it or whatever.
Some little
And
old lady hip checking another
there was
old man
nothing
into the
left.
boards.
They went on the
like
line.
like
they
a
were
hockey
starving.
forward.
They were so hungry.
They were dying. They were grumbling. There was a
Oh, my
lot of
God.
grumbling, and people came rushing in from upstairs.
Exactly, Skylar.
They came
What would they do
flying
in a
in
real
from
emergency?
upstairs. They're flying in from upstairs, trying to get the last of the candy.
Bad
These
bingo.
guys look like this. But the
was like,
lunch
oh my
ladies
God,
look
I'll
unhappy.
never forget that
The lunch
night.
ladies slammed the door shut after that. We got no more.
Yeah, they did. They
We
closed-
got no more coffee. The
They
coffee
ran out
is
of coffee,
gone.
they ran out of hot dogs, they ran out of all the candies, all the pastries, everything was gone. And they didn't want to give out the coffee anymore.
That's a bad bingo.
It was terrible. They were out of their minds. Out of their minds. And you know, they can't leave because they already paid for the bingo cards. They have to keep playing. Not going to get your money back.
So now on that vein, sidebar,
That
when
was
we brought
before deliveries,
sandwiches,
right?
Yeah, before deliveries.
Before you can,
when we brought sandwiches, like everybody brought. Usually it was Danette and I who brought sandwiches. We would make them,
And
we would make them and hand them out to whoever was the
well,
guest.
that's what you wanted, yeah.
My mother came with us one night.
And she
Luigi
said,
needs
"I'll
a
bring
break
some."
once in a while, says great music fan.
And Luigi's was down the
Luigi's
block.
closed early.
It was like a riot. These people were nuts, and they're all like older. You know, they're out of their minds. They're older. You know, bingo. Colin and Joel say, "Hey, hi, Colin and Joel.
Hey, Colin and Joel.
How you doing? Happy Easter."
Hey guys.
And I don't know what happened after that. If it ever happened again.
I don't know if it
was just
happened
that
again.
one time.
But they were not happy with Luigi.
They were so
Luigi
upset.
closing early. So sidebar,
Why
we
didn't they
made
just
sandwiches.
order something else somewhere else? Because it was too late.
It's too late. Everything's closed at
And this
10.
is what I remember about the. Intermission. I remember the intermission running to the bathroom because it was only like 10, 15 minutes. That's all it was. So we already ate when we got
These
there.
people were fast.
And we went and we had to go online. I always had to get online.
I wasn't a
quick.
bingo professional. I
so
couldn't
that
eat
we could
and
get
go to the
back
bathroom and play bingo at the same
and
time.
get a soda or whatever.
I don't know.
Oh,
how
those
these-
are our cats. I'm going, hello, Colin and Joel, and it's their cats. I forgot. You would have ran away?
That's right. Colin and Joel are the
That's
cats.
right, now I remember.
That's
Oh,
right.
my
We were
God.
talking about the names. But they sound like two dudes.
They do. Anyway, that's the story of
the
that.
sidebar is
One day,
one day
Gina-
my
she
mother
only
was
came with
coming
us, like,
with us.
twice, I think.
She came like two
and she
times,
said,
3 times.
I'll bring
She said, "I'll bring the
the
sandwiches."
sandwiches. And Anthony, you're going to pay for my bingo cards, right? That's just the way she spoke.
That's the way she
And yes,
spoke.
we were paying for
You're
it.
gonna pay for mommy, aren't you, Anthony? And so I had to pay for mommy. Mommy, you're gonna pay for mommy, aren't you? That was what it was. You were mommy, she was mommy, everybody was
cat was
mommy.
mommy,
The
the
cat
dog
was
was
mommy,
mommy.
the dog was the dog was definitely mommy. Mommy, come over here to mommy so I can pet you on the head, mommy. So mommy made
they
his
both
sandwiches. So she
Aw.
made the sandwiches. She made the sandwiches. They come. So she brought the sandwiches, and we open it up. And one of the things Danette doesn't like is the overdoing of
Yeah,
mayonnaise
that's-
on a sandwich. She likes mayo on a sandwich, but not the overdoing.
Oh, not only the
so
whole
we.
jar
My mother
on it.
made
I don't like that.
big like freaking. So she
let's
came
say
with the
it's-
turkey sandwiches.
Let's say it's white bread, but it was Italian. It's
It was
like Tuscany
Italian,
bread slice.
yeah, it was Italian bread
Italian bread
slice.
slice. So the middle is really like a white bread, right?
Yes.
She doused
She
two.
had like the entire jar of
cups
mayo.
of mayo. It was like
she
this
used a
thick.
full jar of mayo on like
And then she
4
put
sandwiches.
turkey and ham that was thick, like this thick.
It was
the cold
that thick.
cuts.
and it
When
was
you
oozing.
touched
It was
it
big
oozed
horking,
out. I couldn't
like
eat it. It was
mayonnaise
grotesque.
sandwiches.
I couldn't
So
eat
like
it. So
everyone
bad.
knows, and I told Danette, everyone knows when you go to bingo, you want to eat big horkin mayo sandwiches. It was mayo and some turkey and ham to go with the mayo. And she had cheese in there, provolone, which this is a plan for Danette's. Mrs. Plantmaster's never had mayo. That's like a travesty, my mother would say.
I like mustard better. I'm a mustard person.
I like mayo better. I'm a
I
super
don't mind
mayo
a little
person.
bit of mayo, and I like mayo and egg salad. Obviously, that's what you make with
So
it.
Danette gave me the look. She said, "What is this?" It's like when she
First of
picked
all,
up the sandwich, the mayo's like oozing.
First of all,
and
I'm
dripping
very
out of
picky.
it.
Listen, you know when you make a sandwich and you make it in Reynolds wrap, it has to be with the shiny part on top. It has to be folded
I forgot
over.
that.
It can't be
She
like you
folds
manhandled
sandwiches
it
exactly
and you
right.
twisted it, and it's all disgusting, like you touched it 100 times.
A nice
And
sandwich.
remember, this was all pre-Thanksgiving turkey, so, with stuff.
This was pre-Thanksgiving
This is pre-stuffing,
stuffing.
so I didn't know about that.
So like Danette needs her sandwich
I
wrapped
need it
up
to be clean,
perfectly
and
wrapped.
perfect. I
It
get
has to
turned
be
off by
perfectly
things.
wrapped.
For
It has
someone
to be
who's
wrapped
so
in.
chunky, you said that the other day.
It has to be
remember?
wrapped with the shiny
What
side
did
on
you
the
say?
outside.
What did you say the other day? For
She
someone
is
who
one.
eats a lot of
She
food,
is
I am the pickiest.
the pickiest
No, I can't just eat anything.
chubby person I've ever known in my life.
You know when people
She
like
is
dump
almost.
cottage cheese and the liquid comes
It
out
is
first and it
almost
looks like milk? I want to throw
It
up.
is almost loony
Like, I
how
love
many
cottage
quirks she
cheese.
has about food.
It's just there's certain things just disgusting to me.
So many things that she has, like the little
wouldn't say
quirks
so
about.
many things.
A lot of them. We have 177 thumbs up and 150 people in the chat. If there's anybody in the chat who hasn't given the video a thumbs up, please give the video a thumbs up now. Let's see if we can get
great
us to
music.
200.
It's very gross to put a lot of mayonnaise. It's gross. You didn't like it either, and you love mayonnaise.
I
It
love
was a little
mayonnaise,
too
but it
much.
has to be the proper
It
balance.
was disgusting.
It has to be the proper balance. I make Italian egg salad with the Italian oil, no mayo. Oh, you do the
His mother used to do
that's
that.
like also like the
Right?
the tuna salad, Italian tuna salad with the olive oil in it, which we always buy now we always buy tuna, the Geneva tuna, which is
Which has
in olive oil,
but I still
which
drain
is in
it
olive
anyway.
oil. We still drain it,
There's so
but
much
it comes
oil
with
in
the
there.
olive oil, and you can eat it right out of the can. It's
Yeah,
that
I've done
delicious.
that before. I've taken it.
But I do like mayo
just
in it.
ate it alone with a fork.
I like mustard, olive oil, and balsamic. Depends on the sandwich. Great music for me. But like my mother had a little too much mayo on that sandwich. And then the next time my mother said, "I'll bring the sandwiches again," and Danette said, "No, it's all
that's
right.
okay,
I'll bring
we'll
them.
bring it."
I'll
Like
bring
a
the
family.
sandwiches. Bring the extra mayo for mommy."
So what are you guys doing
literally
now?
looked like it was
did
like a
anybody-
full container of
Did
mayo.
anybody in? Oh, the Mets are playing. I forgot. Mets won.
5-2 Mets win.
Woo-hoo! So
Now you truly made my day. Won the series out in San Fran.
So what are you guys having for dessert, or did you eat yet? Share something with us, really quick. Come on.
What do you have? And
What do you
what
have?
you
Did
have
you eat
for
already,
dessert?
Tanya and Jeff? Let me tell you, Tanya. All I kept thinking about was your breakfast you were making Jeff this morning. Tanya said she was last night.
Oh, did
she
Tanya
said
make you the
she
special
had
breakfast,
French
Jeff?
toast, bacon, and fried eggs. That's all I kept thinking about.
Was
I was
the
like, I want bacon and fried eggs, but I didn't have any. This is what we ate today.
This was it, really. This was it. Actually, yeah, we didn't eat nothing. We didn't have time for that. We got up in the morning.
Thank you, Freddie.
Got up in the morning, took showers,
Oh,
cleaned
hi,
up,
Roberto.
went to the doctor with Danette,
Oh,
found out
thank
she
you,
has the
Roberto.
flu. And you still
You could have just knocked
sound
me
bad, but
over.
you sound a little better than you did earlier.
Oh, yeah, I feel better because I took Tylenol. I got to continue to take Tylenol.
I think it finally kicked in a little
When
bit.
I was at the doctor, it was 100.8, was it? Or 100.6?
I think it finally kicked in a little bit. I'm sitting far
You
away.
had
so
mushroom
I wanna see.
pizza? Nice. I love mushroom
Skyla
pizza.
sounds
That's my favorite.
delicious.
Mushroom and black olives.
Lisa Lance, strawberry cheesecake with whipped cream.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Tuna and potato salad with Italian olive oil, a pinch of garlic, parsley, chopped
Sounds
scallions. Sounds
delicious.
very good,
Thank
Jerry.
you, Lakeisha and Devante.
Lakeisha Devante, feel better. Thank you
She
so much.
made Western omelet and French toast. I wanted thirds. Must have been delicious. Tyrone was sick too? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Joe Mooski is having Drake's peanut butter funny bones for dessert. Remember I used to get funny bones every night before we went home from
Anthony used to get funny bones and I used to get Twix. No, not Twix, Twinkies.
Twinkies. The net would get a Twinkie.
We were bad. We were
very bad.
Or ringdings. Ringdings
back
and
in the day.
Twinkies was my
when we were dating, I would look for the funny bones.
We would get Drake's every time. Anthony loved the funny bones.
At this point, I haven't had
a
funny bone. We haven't
had that in so long. We completely ditched all that stuff.
I tried to ditch.
The Yankees are doing well too. That's
Drakes.
Great. My dinner: baked barbecue ribs, asparagus, and baked sweet potato. Nice, Katie.
Nice.
That sounds delicious.
Very good, Katie.
You never heard of funny bones? What?
Never heard of a funny bone?
You never
my
get
God!
Sick.
We gotta take you to the better places.
Wait.
HC.
So no, it's just a cake. It's just like a Drake's cake.
It's a Drake's cake.
It looks like almost like a shape like a peanut, but it's cut.
Think of a yodel. Think of a yodel.
It's a yodel with peanut butter in it instead of white cream, and it's chocolate covered.
Yes, and instead of being like a full-on
you never heard of funny bones either?
Like a yodel, like it's rolled almost like a Swiss roll. Remember, yodels are essentially
had a lemon dessert, Lisa. Yum.
Chocolate dipped Swiss rolls. So, but imagine for a second, this is essentially a tube of chocolate cake with where they insert a thing and almost like filling a cannoli
with peanut butter,
and they fill it with peanut butter. And then they dip it in chocolate to enrobe
it has like a chocolate
So it's
cover.
a chocolate coated,
almost like a donut, but lighter.
Peanut
it's almost
butter
like a Twinkie
filled.
Imagine a Twinkie
yodel.
Almost. Only
more
chocolate
like
cake, chocolate covered, but instead of vanilla inside, it's peanut butter. I didn't like the peanut butter.
It's like a Twinkie, but dipped in. But
Great
chocolate
Music did burgers.
Dipped in. Burgers. I like
we have to
cold
show you
funny
what it looks
bones
like.
from the refrigerator.
When we go to the supermarket next, Aunt, let's take a picture of a funny bone and we'll put it in the community page. Sonia, you're making me laugh.
Danette laugh.
I like cold funny bones from the refrigerator. Freddie,
you're reading Danette's mind.
I love all cold desserts. It has to be in the refrigerator.
Pies, roast lamb for dinner from Lisa UK girl. Roast lamb for dinner sounds like a fine
chocolate
dinner.
Macadamia cookies. Oh my God, that sounds delicious.
Those are good. Those are just good.
Roast lamb. What else? My mom used to make lamb for Easter. So did mine.
It's like a traditional type of thing. Danette used to tell me that her mother would do like the crown roast.
She did the crown roast. She'd do a roast beef. It would always be meat, some kind of meat.
Delicious crown
or a
roast.
Ham. She would do a ham. And when we were really, really young, she'd do the Italian stuff with it, like a lasagna, or an eggplant parm.
Never heard of the funny bone either, said
oh my God,
Lisa?
we have to show them.
Oh man, we got to show you guys
Drake's,
some funny bones.
Is it Drake's, Aunt? I wonder if they've never seen the other ones either.
Oh, that's terrible. On a holiday, that's terrible. I feel bad for Tyrone.
Oh no.
Lakeisha said Tyrone's been throwing up in the bathroom all day. That is the worst. You know what's the worst? When you're sick on a holiday?
Fawn Marie, Virginia, yeah, that is the worst. Deviled eggs, potato salad, pea salad, beer battered cod. Oh, that sounds delicious.
Spinach feta quiche and
carrot cake rounding into home. That all sounds delicious.
The carrot cake, I love.
So Virginia wants to know what a pea salad is. So is it peas and onions, cold?
I love a beer battered codfish.
What is it? I miss peas. We haven't had peas in a long time.
Yeah, we have peas in the freezer.
We do. We have Lasora's peas and onions too.
Yes.
I have to make it.
We have peas. We just haven't made them.
Tonight I'm having freshly made lamb chops with pierogies, potato, cheese, and onion for Easter dinner. Nice, Roberto.
Nice.
That sounds delicious.
Roberto, sound good.
That's so bad for Tyrone.
I endorse that meal. Yeah, I feel bad for it. Anytime you're sick on a holiday. That's like when we got sick. We did it not sick on the holiday, but sick the immediate day after. Remember when we made the Christmas feast?
Yes. Oh my God. That's why I stopped.
That's another mom story.
The ham. I stopped making the ham because the two of us got
for the longest time
so sick.
We did a ginormous Christmas feast for Danette's
crown roast. Yeah.
Danette's mother and father, the two of us, my mother, on Christmas Day. Remember?
Yes.
And so we had them over at our apartment.
Had salmon and veggies and Madonia, brother. Yes, that sounds delicious. Love salmon. At our apartment?
Yeah, at
What
the
was
minute
story you're
apartment.
telling, though?
It was when we made a huge Christmas feast. We made a ham. We had meatloaf. We had a big turkey meatloaf with onions.
We made so much food.
We made a full-sized ham. I think we might have had even like meatballs and pasta. Meatballs and pasta.
We had everybody over.
Like side dishes. We had everybody over. We had like, and we squeezed them into our tiny
apartment. We don't make
apartment.
grain pie, but we could have got one the other day, but we didn't. We were being good and not getting a lot of dessert. We just have a little chocolate.
Now
Normally I would buy all kinds of things, but we're changing. We're not doing that.
That story sidebars into the previous night, which was Christmas Eve. And that was when my mother had stopped going to her sister's house because she had decided that she wanted to make Christmas Eve her way.
No,
my mother wanted to make.
It is unlocked. That's funny. I guess both of us forgot to lock it.
She wanted to make Christmas Eve her way, not the feast of the 4.5 fishes like my mother's sister would make. But my mother decided to make the actual feast of 7 fishes, which she would make for her neighbors and friends.
Thank you.
Do you remember do you know where I'm going with this now?
Lemon ricotta pie is the best. That sounds so good.
She made this for her friends and neighbors.
That was at her house, not ours.
At her house.
Yes.
But this is connected to that.
Okay.
To friends and neighbors. It was a friends and neighbors type of situation. And landlord. Her landlord would also come to dinner. Not the landlord's wife or children. Just the landlord. Because he
used to grub.
He used to grub.
Tony,
he was a grubber.
Grubbed.
He was in the grubbing family. He had a grubbing problem. The problem was grubs.
Oh, your elderly Sicilian uncle loved the grain pie. He passed.
She would make bacala.
There's so many recipes out there.
And all these different things. And she would put out steam tables in the apartment. She'd clear out one room. And then they would all eat dinner in my old bedroom. My old bedroom became the dining room, essentially. So she'd put out a huge folding table. And she'd have all these people sitting around the table. Me and Danette did not come over for dinner that night. We did not come over.
No, because I was throwing it, and your mother was... Do you remember that? She's like, I'm having the neighbors over. Instead of coming to our house, she went to the neighbors.
We were the next day. We were having a big feast on Christmas Day. And she came over for that, too.
Yeah, but she didn't want to...
But she didn't want... Whatever it is. But, no, she was cooking her fish thing. And we didn't want...
And she didn't make fish. Let's put it that way.
My mother never made fish.
She wasn't a fish person. She only opened up a can of tuna.
So whenever we saw my mother's feast of the 7 fishes, it was like basically one pan of raw fish after another.
Yeah, raw
and I don't mean
scallops,
sushi.
Raw this,
I mean
raw that.
translucent.
She didn't know how to make
should this really be sitting out at room temperature? Should this be sitting out at room temperature, guys? And like it would be like milky white fillet and like undercooked mushrooms stuffed with crab meat. It was like all these feast of 7 feet fishes. So like she would have these friends over. But we stopped by to say like Merry Christmas Eve. And she said, Anthony, like sit down and have Fortunato brothers sit down with us, have a bite to eat. So I had a soda, and Danette was like, should we eat anything?
This is the pizza rustica I always talk about, but we never got it at Fortunato's before. This is what it looks like. This is how thick it is.
The smell.
Well, by the way, their flake thing, I think this is the best we ever got out. What do you think?
Yes.
Better than DeLillo, right?
That's so flaky. This is like the way my aunt used to make crust.
All right, whatever. Go ahead.
So, like, my mother, like the fish looked undercooked. And she had her friends there. And one of the ladies that was there they were mostly people we had never laid eyes on. And one of them, they just kept talking about how she had been sick all day. And like she was sneezing and coughing, and she was sick the entire day. This was years ago. So like, and they kept talking about it. And like, so we're sitting there and we had to try something. So my mother says, we'll just use the utensils that are right there. So we take a couple of bites of things just, to show face. The things that look the most cooked, not the stuff that looked dead raw. Like she had just skinned it, or just went fishing in the Harlem River or the East River, and pulled it out of the water and skinned it, and it was raw right there. So we took a couple of things, and we took a bite of bread on the plate, and Danette used a fork, and then we were you're sitting at they said to Danette, oh, you're sitting at the ladies' spot. Oh, that was my spot. I was sitting there. The lady who was sick.
She was next to me, yeah.
She was next to her. Oh. Apparently she had been eating with that fork. She was using Danette's fork. And we're like, all right, whatever. So the next day, what are we going to do about it? The next day we made the big Christmas feast. So we put out basically a buffet table of feast. Danette went out of her mind in those days. We cooked 50 different things when we were first married, and we lived in the tiny apartment, with the rat behind the door. We lived in the tiny apartment. So we put out the huge Christmas feast. My mother was there, Danette's parents. I think one of your brothers came by.
No, they were both there.
They were both there. Both of them with their girlfriends. So it was a big crowd. And everybody ate. Everybody had a grand time. So this is the following day. Everybody's having a great time. They're all having a good old time. And everybody left. And we're like, all right, goodbye. Danette's parents, I think, dropped my mother off at her house. So we didn't have to leave, so we could clean up. And everybody left. And so we're kind of starting to clean up. And Danette says this. Danette goes, I don't know, I feel a little funny. I'm like, what do you mean you feel a little funny? She said, I feel a little funny, a little dizzy. Danette said, and I quote, I feel a little dizzy. We hadn't put the food away. The buffet table was still laden with food. There's a ham sitting there, and a big half a meatloaf, and a pasta with and meat, and a tray of meatballs that her mother had brought, and all these other foods and side dishes, peas and corn and pies and desserts, and they're all sitting out on the table. And Danette goes I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna go lay down I said, all right, I'll keep cleaning up. And Danette said to me, and I remember these words. She said, what? Don't clean up, Anthony. It's all right. Leave it there for now. I'll clean up. I'm only going to lay down for a minute. That's what she said to me. You don't remember it? No. You said, I'm only going to lay down for a minute. We'd only put away a couple of things. And we'd washed the dishes that were that we had eaten off of. And so Danette we were going to put away the dishes. And then we were going to pack up all the leftover food, put it in the fridge, and then clean everything else. But Danette said, wait, no, don't do it now. Oh, she was like, you look tired. She said to me, I look tired, but she said she was dizzy. Now, I didn't know why she thought I looked tired, because I couldn't see my face. She's like, you look a little funny. And I said, I feel all right. I went like that. She goes in the bedroom, and she lays down. And she goes, Anthony, I don't feel so good. I gotta. She runs to the bathroom like this. When you're almost running on all fours. You're leaning over, and she's in the bed, and she's ah! And she starts throwing up like crazy. She's throwing her brains up. And she's like, oh my God, what could have happened? And I say, Danette, what could have happened? And she's like, what's going on? I don't understand. And she's starting to call, and she doesn't know what's going on. And Danette goes back to the bed, and she goes, I really feel terrible. And then she goes, bring me the garbage pail. And she's like, bring her a bag. I'm handing her a sack. She keeps throwing up, and I'm like, should we go to the doctor? No, I'll be all right. She goes like this. And then after a while, she goes like this, and she says to me, she looks up, and she looks at me, and she goes, Anthony, you look kind of white. And I said, what do you mean? And like a second later, all of a sudden I go, the room starts spinning. And I'm like, ah! I just stuck my head in the garbage pail. It starts coming out. We're both sick as dogs. We're sick like crazy. Both of us fall into the bed. Long story short, that buffet table full of food, every single thing, we didn't touch it. We didn't go and clean up. It stayed out there all night long. Just sitting out on the table, rotting away in the freaking...
No, it didn't. I don't remember that.
It's just... No, we left it out all night. When we finally stopped throwing up and woke up the next day, and we go like this, we took the bags and threw everything away.
This is what I remember. I remember...
Every single thing went in the garbage.
We didn't get up the next day. I was up all night sick. And it wasn't just coming out from here. It was coming out from everywhere.
It was coming out of everywhere.
And I was sick as a dog. We had to take turns using the bathroom. I'm like, are you coming out? Are you coming out? It's, I got to go again.
Yeah.
I got to go. Meanwhile, I'm calling
by the next morning, I mean, we never really went to sleep.
No, we never went to sleep. And I said, Aunt, get me a bag. And I was like... At
some point around 4 or 5 in the morning,
I threw it all out.
She took everything and we just threw it in big garbage bags.
We didn't have ham.
And in between me throwing up my guts, I went outside and threw it out in the garbage.
Do you remember we didn't eat ham for like 10 years after that?
10 years went without having a ham.
I haven't made it since.
Dinette still won't make a ham.
But this is the thing. I called everyone.
We died.
So here's the rest
passed
of the story.
away, came back to life.
I called my mother because they took leftovers. There was so much food. They took leftovers.
We thought it was food poisoning.
So yeah. I called everyone. I called my brothers. I called my mother. I called Jean.
Because everybody had a care package.
And we're trying to figure it out. Did anybody get sick?
No, not at all.
Because I made the food. Right?
No, it's all delicious, everyone said.
They're eating leftovers.
They're eating leftovers. They're having ham.
I remember. No, you know what it was? No, it wasn't that.
No, not
then
bad.
Then Jean comes to say, well, the girl that was sitting next to you the night before was sick. She was sick as a dog. I'm like, really?
Oh, yeah, that was my friend.
I got sick. And
we said, like, what friend?
Anthony got sick.
Oh, the one that was sitting next to me.
Yeah.
She was throwing up all night. The lady that Jeanette was eating from the fork of. The one sitting next to me.
And I didn't need any
that
of your
coughed on me.
Do you remember your mother made the...
She like coughed in my face. Anthony, she coughed up malaria right into my face.
She could have been sick all night because of your mother's food. So who knows? It wasn't bad food, Joe. It was the girl next to me was sick and I used her fork by accident. It was she used my fork or whatever. That's what happened.
So and that's the holiday where my mother's friend killed us. Yeah. We were sick for an entire week, if you remember. Neither one of us went to work after that holiday for a week.
Yeah,
we need 12 more thumbs up to get to 200. Let's see if you guys can do it.
3 hours really should end it in.
We got 153. If you haven't given the video a thumbs up, please give the video a thumbs up. Do you know what I'm going to do right now?
Oh, you didn't even give out the memberships. I'm going to give out
gift memberships because it's not... What the hell is that?
No, it's the... All right, give out memberships.
I'm looking good on it.
All right, Anthony, go. Come on.
Oh, I love that. That's the getting sick on the holiday story.
Hi, cool guy. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, guys.
I'm sorry you had to tell that story, Anthony. That wasn't very nice. Anthony.
I don't think you're right. We didn't make ham for... You didn't make...
I still haven't made it.
10 years.
I still haven't made it. And it's always easy to make a ham. When you get the spiral, it has like the stuff in it that you can add and stuff like that, you know. Hi, Sam Breeze. And you can make like soup and then like a pea soup after with the leftovers. I just like everything that came out of me was ham. That was like the thing I ate. And I was so sick. Oh my God. That happened to Anthony too, Joe Mooski. I remember him telling me he came out of the train, out of the subway, and he just looked for the closest garbage pail. That's what he told me.
It did happen to me.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Deb. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, guys. Here comes some gift memberships.
Oh, here comes the gift memberships. Let's see who wins. Winston O'Graham. Yay. Ambrose, Joe Mooski, Cassie Kitchen Creations, and Martin Batson. Nice.
Not to be confused with Billy Batson.
Oh, thank you, Sabby, for posting a picture of your dinner. If anybody wants to share their Easter pictures, please put it in our community page. Promise it won't make you sick. No. We love pernil. Anthony loves pernil. All right, so another 5 coming?
Yes. Happy Easter.
All right, here comes the next 5. We've got Ryan, KCM, Doug, Griffin Dior, and Keith Ricky. Yay! Keith Ricci. Nice.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
You're welcome, Lori. Thank you, Lori. You look good in green. You do, Joe Mooski. You look good in green. Oh, we just made your Easter. Well, bless you, too. I've been wanting to put my hair up the entire time we were here, to tell you the truth. I just want to put my hair up. It's just, sometimes it's just too long, you know? You just want to put it up. You know what I mean? And I just want to put it up right now. It's like annoying me.
We need 9 more thumbs up for 200.
9 more? Okay, guys. Reach into your pocket and give us another 9 thumbs up. Whoever didn't give a thumbs up.
I haven't given a thumbs up.
Oh, wonderful, Winston. I'm so glad to hear that. So, Lori said, I really enjoyed today. A dose of friendship I needed. That's
Thank you,
great.
Lori.
I love it.
I always like to hear that. I'm sure some of Anthony's stories are too graphic, but they're told with laughter in mind.
That's right.
You see,
Yeah,
and
you
also,
make me
you know
laugh.
what we
Put this
learned
on.
today?
What did we learn?
You know what we learned today? That just
Where's your
because
top
you're
hat?
not, just because you haven't gone
reverse.
out, doesn't mean you can't wear
can't
your
have
Easter
fun.
finery. That looks like a silent movie.
It's too
comedian.
small. It's too big. Watch.
Okay, Annie Hall. There's the one. Actually, you look kind of cute in the top hat.
It's too big.
I get you a small one. It would be cute on you.
It doesn't look like a top hat because it's too big.
And the
Well, you
the
kind of look
fascinator
cute
look.
with the
I look pretty.
fascinator.
I look pretty fascinating.
It looks better on the top. See, it's too
On the
big. Why do they make these things so big? Thank you, guys.
There you go.
Guys really are amazing. We love you all.
Thank you so much.
Let's see. I enjoyed your stories today. Just was leaving to make dinner. My dinner for Dad was terrible last night. I felt so bad, but always happy. With, I'm sorry about that. They, whatever. They can. Sometimes they're not all the switch of the hats.
We learned Danette looks like Blossom with Anthony's hat
Thank you,
on.
Colleen. I wear my hair up all the time. You know what's really weird? You guys wouldn't know this. I wear my hair up all the time.
She does
when
at
I
home
go to
a lot of times.
When I went to work, I would never put my hair up. It's just like a thing. It's a quirk, I guess. I would never put my hair up at work, but when I'm at home, it's up all
Thanks,
the time.
Carolyn.
So I feel like putting it up, Sorry, hold on. There we go.
Yeah, I think I look fascinating.
Skylar, you are amazing.
Thank you, Skylar. And thank you.
Okay,
I agree
so what
with
else
Winston.
did we learn? What did we learn? You guys
Says
are making
great music fan.
You guys
Thank
are
you, great
making
music
great,
fan. Thank you
Thank
to
you.
Lori
You guys are
also.
making great things for dinner, and your desserts sound amazing.
Your desserts sound amazing.
We're very sorry that we couldn't do the Easter parade. We were really upset
really,
by that.
really. Yeah, we
I was
literally
like
planned
back
on
and
doing
forth,
it right
back
up
and
until
forth, and
like
then
last
it started
night,
getting too
essentially.
late. That's the problem.
It started getting too late, and
Today, my
Danette
favorite
gets
ham
sick.
is white ham, not the red ham. The roasted pork, the Italian porchetta that you have.
Oh,
for
the
Easter, I
roast,
just
the
love
roast
it.
pork.
That's your favorite. Yeah, that's
The fresh ham,
same
not
with
the
me.
big, not the
only
big.
only put it up at home. Yeah, like that's when I feel comfortable. Hi, Annette. How are you? Happy Easter to you too. The stories were terrific. We have more where that came from. Great music. There's so many stories. Hi,
There's
Bob.
so
How
many.
are you? Happy
Bob,
Easter to
how
you.
you doing? Happy Easter, Bob. Good
Same
to
with
see
me,
you.
Danette, with corned beef roast. Get stomach sick from eating it as a child and will never eat it again because of the experience.
See what happens? But
Yeah.
that was the way it was with the
I think I could eat it. It's just
the
like
spiral ham.
I don't
It
know.
was 10 years before we
I
had
don't
it again.
really
And
eat
you
it
know
that
who made
much.
it? My mother.
Yeah, she
one
made
year
it.
when we were there. And I was like, I gotta admit, it's pretty good.
No, but you know what?
I hadn't had it in 10 years.
No, it was good, and she made soup with it. You know what? If you buy the spiral one, like already done, like you just add the stuff to it.
It was pretty damn good. It was because
it's
we got
not to
so
make.
ill.
It's not
that
easy
was the
to ruin
most sick I ever got.
Yes.
After eating something.
That was terrible.
I was never at that sick any other time in my life.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Neither was Danette, really.
I could not believe they left early. Everything was good. I couldn't believe that I didn't go to work the next day.
Yeah, it was incredible.
We were like, how is it that we can't go to work?
Thing.
It was just terrible.
And we were like, we didn't go to work
Hi,
for
Jennifer,
a week.
how are you?
That's
Happy
how
Easter.
sick we were. Remember?
We were so sick
basically,
for days. I
we
think I
were
lost
so
10
sick we had
pounds.
fevers.
Did we lose weight?
Yeah, we did.
Because
Remember,
she was
we
sick.
had fevers.
It wasn't the food.
We had
Hi, Megan,
temperatures.
how are you?
I don't know if Danette mentioned that.
No, I forgot. But
we had
did.
temperatures.
We were sick.
We were laying in bed watching TV for an entire week. We hardly start. I think all we had was like some toast after a day or so.
Oh, well, thank you, Megan. That's so sweet of you. It's still so lovely of you guys to do a live chat when you're not feeling good, Danette. Yeah, we had to do a live. We had to. This was better than the Easter parade. Oh, thank you, Annette.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, D. Michael. Bless me, Father. That's another story. Thank you, great music. Thank you all so much for being here. This was my first chat session, and I had a blast. Thanks. We're so glad to see you here, Caroline. Now you know.
It's so good to see you.
Now you know that you can talk to everybody, and everybody's so cool.
Glad we got you in the roost.
Well, we didn't get her in there. I don't know how she did it. But anyway.
She figured out she broke the code.
Oh, thank you, Sonia. All right, guys, we're going to say goodnight. Gotta get ready for it tomorrow.
You guys made a gloomy day bright,
thank
says Apple.
you,
Thank you,
Apple.
Renee. That was very nice.
Yeah, Sonia says, C5,
gosh.
so happy to have you in the chat. Moderators, thank you so much for doing what you always do best. Take care of us. We appreciate it, each and every one of you.
Thank you, Jerry,
yes,
for
and
hanging out with
Tanya,
us.
agree. Love that Peter Cottontail trail. She's the one that told her.
Yes, that worked out just right. That was just right. We went down the right trail today.
Fonzie.
Over 200. Marilyn Perlman,
Thank
Johnny
you,
on the
Marilyn.
spot. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody.
everyone.
You guys are such wonderful people. And we just want to, we hope everybody knows we do this, out of love and to have fun. And we want to wish everybody a bright rest of the week and new beginnings.
Bye, Janine.
We're
See you soon.
starting off spring, new beginnings.
Yes.
Smiles. Love.
Yes.
We all need
positivity.
We need
pray for the best.
Pray for the best. Pray for peace and pray for love
all over the world.
and pray for warmth and happiness.
Thank you.
We
Debbie.
need more of it. And with folks like
night,
you, nice folks like you,
yes,
it's possible.
It is definitely possible.
Is
we
definitely
know that
possible.
right here in our chat.
Because there's
yes.
more of the
Thank
positive.
You, Owen.
More of the people on the green side than
exactly.
than on the not so positive side.
That's right. Let's bingo for real. Okay.
Let's bingo for real.
We're in. We haven't done it in a long time.
I'm ready to roll. I got my
You're right. I kept
dauber.
trying. Thank you. I did it for you. Thank you.
We'll get our daubers out of storage.
Caroline. Our daubers.
Might have to get some new daubers.
Them?
We might not
Do we have them?
Daubers.
Hold on. I gotta look before
we might have gotten rid of the daubers. Don't go anywhere.
Hold on. Let me see if I have the daubers.
We might be low on daubers. Pam daubers.
We used to go to the one in Foxwoods, remember?
Yes, we used to go to the one in Foxwoods. That's another story.
Oh my God, we actually have them.
You still have them? I wonder if the ink dried up yet.
Look, they're the ones from Foxwoods.
Pam daubers, guys.
Foxwoods. We used to go all the way to Foxwoods just to play bingo.
Her mother loved it. Her mother loved it there.
Yeah.
For you play for the big prize. They would have the $1,000 prize.
The daubers. I forgot that's what they were called. I think they're $1.
Yeah, daubers. I wonder if they still have ink in them.
Oh my God, show and tell. I've got to take out all my what do they call, Dan?
You pick your color. What the...
Low on daubers. Who knew Anthony was going to say, are we low on daubers?
Are we low on daubers?
Now it's flat, and it's ridiculous. It has to go up. It has to go up.
Are we low on doorbells, guys?
It has to go up.
Bingo. We've got a bingo.
We've got a bingo.
We've got it. That's good. Bingo.
All right. Hi, Watanabe. Happy Easter.
Watanabe.
Thank you guys for
Happy
being
Easter.
here with us for 3 hours and 17 minutes. Let's go, Anthony. We got to go.
Thanks. And I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us.
My heart
Thank
belongs
everybody.
to Munchie. I don't know where she is.
The
Let me see if
Munchkin?
she's in the bed.
Where is the Munchkin?
Where's the baby?
We're going to try and have a Munchkin attack. Say, did you got the Munchkin?
I got it.
Uh-oh. Here comes a Munchkin.
We have a Munchkin.
We've got a Munchkin. That's good, Munchkin.
There's my girl. There's my
That's
baby
good, Munchkin.
girl.
She does look gorgeous.
Hi, Munchie. Say hello.
And thank you. Thank
Over
you.
there. Look over there. Don't look at him. Look up. Oh. Take a look. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Munchkin. Munchkin. Look over there. Munchie, look. Oh, she just doesn't want to be held right now.
That's if you woke her up out of her dead
but
sleep.
No, she wants to go in my arms. Look. Oh, how is a cat like almost human? How is that possible? She's so weird. Oh, look at her.
Munchie.
She just cuddles with me. Oh, look at all the munchkins.
All the Munchkins in the chat. If Munchkin could only know, she's got
Hi,
a...
Munchkin. Say hello to everyone.
There's Munchkin
Say
emojis.
hello to everyone. You know how popular you are? Do you know how
Quite
you
popular.
are?
These cats dressing up in their tuxedos.
If Apple was here right now, it would be terrible. Hi, honey.
Everybody loves a Munchkin.
Munchie. See, she's all right now. She just didn't
Oh,
want to
my
be held
goodness.
like that.
Listen, guys, thank you so much for being here. We want to thank every last one of you for hanging out with us a little bit for the holiday. And
Okay, go.
also want to thank
Go.
all of our
She
wonderful
looks like your cat
moderators.
Cindy when I was little.
You guys did like... You continue.
No, you go ahead. You were going to say something.
Want
Just
to thank
like
all the
Chucky,
moderators.
exactly. Right in the corner, right there.
Want to thank all the moderators who did an ace job today.
Thank you,
and
Jeff.
helped
Thank you,
everything
Sonia.
be
Thank
so much fun.
you, Juicy.
Every
Thank
last
you,
one
Virginia,
of you.
and-
Thank you, Virginia.
and
Thank you,
Nick,
George. Thank you, Nick. Thank you,
everyone.
Mr. Metalhead.
Yes.
Thank you,
Sonia,
Sonia,
Virginia,
Myrna. All you wonderful folks.
Nick G.
All you wonderful folks. Juicy, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Everybody
being
who
here
came around,
and
every
taking
single
care of us.
moderator, everyone who came around and
Thank you
spent
for
the day
making
with
our-
us.
our Easter
and
special.
everyone that isn't here and that may watch on the replay. We will thank all of you for
You're welcome, Jennifer.
showing us love, showing us support, and supporting what we do and supporting everybody here through friendship. It's the best, and it's good. And we wish you all a wonderful, happy rest of the, happy
day,
Easter.
happy Easter.
And we'll see you on the flip side.
That's right. We'll see you
As
soon.
possibly spring really begins very shortly. And we can get some sunny weather and some good times together. And better days on the horizon, right, Danette?
That's right.
For
Absolutely.
us all.
For every single one of us.
Every single one of us.
in the world.
Every single one of us in the world. And
Anyway.
MST3K forever,
Thank
everyone.
you, Raven. For us too.
Freddie.
Thank you so much. And did you thank?
This was a wonderful day, and what we learned is that
We learned that we have friends from all over the world.
We learned friends from all over the world, and we have much appreciation for that.
Okay, let's end it.
And we learned that C5 came out into the
C5
chat.
came out.
She is risen.
When we visit New York, let's meet up. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Just let us
Let's
know.
try
Remember,
and make it happen.
our email is raspberryswirl6@gmail.com. And we have a lot of things to plan. We talked about some stuff
Try and
last
make it
night.
happen.
We have a lot of things to plan. So it's going to be fun. And that's it.
Look at me in this thumbnail. It's
you
like
wanna,
freaking insane. It's insane. Just want to thank everybody.
Mrs. Planet
Thank
Master
Mrs.
for
Planet
the
Master for $2
$2.
super
Thank you
chat.
so
Mike
much.
Landry
Mike
for
Landry
$2
for the
$2
$2
super chat. And we
super
want
chat.
to thank our members, Kaz Cat
Cat.
for 12 months. We want to thank Lorraine Raymond, who became a super genius.
Thank you so much, Lorraine. That is
for
so
joining
nice of
and
you.
showing confidence in what we do and
That's
appreciation for what we do. And Myrna for 32 months, getting to be 3 years, Myrna.
Wow.
And
thank you all for being here and spending some time with us.
Greet
thumbsing
all
our
of our new members.
Channel up. And we'll see you on the next one.
And we're going to see you on the flip side,
Have
guys.
a great evening.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Hugs and love to all of you.
See you next time.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Push the button, Frank.
Happy
Bye.
Easter, guys. Happy bunnies.
Bye.
Bye.